to another Wildemount adventure, another Dapper adventure in Wildemount. You probably notice again that our party is a little bit different. We're one player short. Katie, who usually plays the Drow monk Mara, she is not joining us. Brian spoke on that a little bit in the last session we played in, the Descent into Avernus. We'd talked about that and everything like that, and there's no sort of animosity on either side. It's just going to continue with a little bit different of a build up here. And so last time we were playing, actually, just kidding, we still have with us my brother Dean playing half orc Tempest cleric Haganar, and then Cole playing Atlas, the Dragonborn Blood Hunter. Still, after what, 4 episodes, 5 episodes, I keep wanting to say Paladin, but the Blood Hunter. And then Brian, who plays Proteus. He's a changeling bard who may or may not have contracted some sort of sickness. We don't know. They returned from Croaker Cave back to Palebank Village, talking to Elro, explaining to him what they found in Croaker Cave after meeting up or after finding Julil, and actually really quickly disposing of her and intimidating her apprentice to basically unlock this chest or attempt to unlock this chest that Julio had been guarding of the stolen findings from Ergen's expedition. And so the apprentice tries to open up the chest, and Proteus was trying to help him a little bit, just guiding him vocally through it. A puff of blue smoke happened and surrounded the two of them, Proteus and this Cult of the Dragon apprentice. And yeah, we still don't know what's going on with that, but they did find out that Julio sold the vial, the cracked vial, to a human merchant by the name of something that, damn it. Irvin Lyle. I knew that. So Lyle has the vial. How could I forget?
Of course.
Julio sold the vial to a human merchant, Irvin Lyle, who had been trying to get some money in Palebank before setting up a permanent shop in Uthadern. Comes to find out that they had been affected by the frigid woe. They found this out after a night of talking with Elro about a plan to venture over to Isocross via boat ship, and promised a couple hundred more gold each for if they can find this cure and successfully bring it back to a person by the name of the buyer in Cyrinlia over in Isocross. So right before last session ended, the boat was getting loaded up and they were about to get on and set off. I don't think, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure it did take off. I asked you guys if you had any last minute preparations, and believe right at the end they were kind of shoving off. They had people on the dock with like oars or something like that, pushing the ship away from the port as they untied it and everything. And here we are on the ocean, on the sea, in between the Crystal Lands tundra and Isocross. It's about a 9-day journey, as per what Elro told them. And yeah, you guys find yourselves on this ship. It's not a very diverse crew of people. It's mostly dwarves. There's a lot of dwarves and elves in this region, but on the ship it's mostly just dwarves. You got your glass blades, who are the kind of guard entity that protects Uthadern and all of its settlements or anywhere that it has a presence. And then there's a few humans here and there that are a part of the crew, ship hands, whether it's just manual labor, kind of moving things around or getting things that are needed or whatever. Nothing too major. You do have captain, probably what looks to be a first mate. You would assume, kind of holding on to the captain's pocket at all times. Yeah, I mean, what you guys? I guess when you get on, you can be shown to your quarters. Essentially, it's below deck, on the one level below, top of deck. There's a room that has there's a few small cots, 5 or 6 of them. Not a very cozy place, but it's what you got. And so yeah, we'll just say that you guys are in there, and any first, you want to explore the boat. You guys, anything interested? Gosh dang it, anyone interested in any sort of activities? I don't know. Let me know.
You guys ever been out to sea before?
Yeah, I was waiting for Proteus to speak up because I know you love the water.
A few times on, just some wet work, I guess.
Wet work? Oh, that sounds awful. I meant more exploration. Exploring the vast seas, finding the land that what everything has to offer across the seas. It's so beautiful, it's so peaceful, it's so like home.
No, well, for me, I'm usually only on the water because someone wants someone dead on the other end.
Well, we might find that here too. Who knows?
Sounds like we very well may.
What do you think, my big friend?
I don't like the water.
Right. Well, you should. It's a great time. I mean, this water's a little cold, but I'll take you back to my home. The beaches are so nice. The water is just so refreshing.
I don't mind the water. I don't like to be on top of the water. I don't like this.
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim. If I'm in the water, I'm fine. I don't. These boats are not my. I don't.
You're
I don't
not
like
there.
I'm not-
You're not. You're not with the whole water thing. It doesn't. Oh well.
No.
Maybe we can. Maybe you can. Get more comfortable on this ship. It seems like a sturdy vessel.
I'll be comfortable when we get to where we're going.
We should go meet all the crew. That way you might feel safer.
I don't. Yeah.
At least the captain.
It's not a bad
Alright,
thing to know
so,
who's around.
So yeah, I was gonna say, as you guys are talking, you do hear this room is it's in the back of the ship on the below deck area, and it's kind of like at the end of a 15-foot hallway. There were 2 doors on your sides as you walked past him to get to this room, but before that hallway, there's kind of an open area. There's some tables. A couple people were just sitting down a little bit when you had first walked in there before you checked out the room and everything. And as you open the door, or if you guys are heading out of that room, you do hear kind of like a little bit of ruckus, like nothing crazy, just kind of some laughter and yelling and everything like that. And you open up the door and you do see three dwarves and a human, all looking like they're kind of off duty maybe, or they're like waiting. Their shift isn't on yet. They might have a schedule. They're all playing cards around a table, and they see you guys open, and they're just like, yeah, hey, we were gonna grab you guys here in a few minutes. You guys interested in playing some cards?
Ooh, I do fancy me a little bit of gambling.
Better bring your coin purse because we don't play for cheaps.
For cheaps. Interesting.
Play for keeps.
Keeps, not cheaps. I like that.
Yeah, Haganar's. You said this is a room that we walked into.
Yeah, it's like a more open
Okay.
room. It's like toward like the middle area of the ship if you're thinking front to back, and it's a larger open room once you get out of that hallway that kind of had a few doors, probably led to bedrooms, sleeping quarters,
Probably some more tables and chairs other than what they're just sitting at. Correct.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 3 tables.
Haganar is definitely going to find an area, whether it be a table or just standing back in the corner, just kind of chilling and watching.
Okay.
I think Brody
what about
goes.
you, big guy?
Yeah, I'm in for a game. As long as we got drink.
Oh, you know it. He kind of hollers, "Hey, bring out another cask." So, and then in this moment, Mara's just like, I think I'm gonna lie down. I'm kind of tired. These last few days have been pretty exhausting. So she, heads back to the room you guys were shown, in the area that I would assume you probably kind of got set up a little bit. I'm sure dropped some of your stuff next to a cot, whatever. So the area that she had set up, she kind of goes and lies down. Maybe actually meditates rather than lies down.
I thought for sure this would be her thing.
So yeah, he's like, pull up a chair. We'll show you real quick. We'll do a practice, practice hand.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of Gambit of Ord?
I
No.
would like to point out that Atlas has proficiency with the playing card set.
Ooh.
So I don't know what if he would have heard of this game before. Maybe.
They probably would have heard it. It's
Yeah.
it's popular over in Marquette, which is on it's on a different continent, but in the capital city of Ankara, it's basically like almost like a Las Vegas type of vibe. It's always lit up. It's beautiful. The architecture there is amazing, but they're well known for their gambling establishments. There's a lot of money that flows through that city. So with you maybe traveling around doing your blood hunter thing, I'm sure adventures could have maybe taken you there, or you could have at least met a Marquesian or two in your day, whether it's Wildemount or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, it's just a card game. Essentially, the rules are, and this is actually from I'll give credit where it's due. It's a Matt Mercer created game of chance that's in Marquette. Vox Machina in their first campaign encountered this game, so I'm not just making it up. I'm not going to take credit for it. So essentially, you're going to have 3 dice. One's a D8, one's a D6, and one's a D4. And me explaining it, this will be your practice round, basically. The buy-in is going to be 10 gold pieces. And then the first round, first card drawn, whatever, is your D8, and you keep that to yourself. And then from there, bet, raise, call, fold, whatever, typical poker style. And then second round, you roll your D6, same thing, and then the D4. And once you get to the end of the 3 rounds, once the pot's good, everything's even, people folded that wanted to, then essentially the highest number takes 80% of the pot, and 20% goes back in. Well, actually, no, that goes to the casino. So we'll just say winner takes 100% of the pot, since this is a friendly game, not at an actual establishment. And then ties are split. So there will be 2 more people playing with you, just 2 of the dwarves. The other 2, the other dwarf and a human, are just like, oh, we'll sit out for this one. We kind of getting our money taken anyways. So everyone puts in the 10 gold buy-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that a yes?
Yeah,
You look reluctant.
Wow, you guys really do play for keeps, not cheaps. I see. Yes.
Yeah, we weren't kidding you.
Haganar is definitely going to try to keep an eye on the 2 other guys, make sure they're not trying to pull any kind of fast ones.
Okay. Yeah, they're just sitting at the one of the other tables, kind of just each of them.
No,
have
I mean the guys that they're playing with.
Oh, okay.
Make sure they're not trying to cheat or anything.
Gotcha. So I'll just have you roll a perception check. Not yet, but
Okay.
I'll tell you. Never mind.
That's fine.
So yeah, first cards drawn. Everyone throws in their 10. There's 10 gold from the other 2 each. everyone roll their D8. The first dwarf kind of looks at it and he's just like, I'll raise a gold. And then that'll go. We'll just alternate, so it's not two NPCs talking in a row. So we'll say counterclockwise would be Proteus next.
So, when you told me it was 10 gold buy-in, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of zoned out and went, "Oh shit, how much fucking gold do I have?" And then played around D&D Beyond until I found the currency, and then I went, "Oh yeah, that's where it's at." And then I went, "Fuck, I missed how you explained how the rules work." So,
Oh, you're fine. So there's 3 rounds essentially: D8, D6, and a D4, and those are like your cards drawn. And the highest number at the end gets is the winner essentially.
okay,
Like highest total.
Yes.
That's what I didn't understand. Okay, that makes more sense. Yep. All right.
Cool. So yeah, he just puts in a gold for his bet. The first guy after the dealer, I will say, yeah, Atlas dealt. So actually, with you being proficient in playing card sets, would you have used your opportunity to deal to try to do something funky, or are you just gonna deal it out?
Not right away, at least. Yeah, I just deal it out.
Okay. Yeah. So then, first guy looks and he's just like, I'll put in a gold.
Yeah, seems like a reasonable bet. Sure, I'll call.
Okay. And then same with the other guys. Like, yeah, let's see how this is going. We're not looking bad over here.
Well, I'm not going to be the odd one out.
So it's good. So everyone roll their D6. All right, and so the first one, same guy, he's going to put in 2 this time. Now we're talking. And puts up another one, puts in 2 gold and looks over at you, Proteus. What about you, tough guy? I see all those scars. You can't be afraid of a challenge.
Never been afraid of a challenge in my life, especially gambling. Game of luck is my type of thing. Atlas, this will be the first thing I've ever beat you in, though.
The night's still young, kid. We'll see.
I'm going to raise it up to 3 gold.
Ooh. The second dwarf, he's going to look. He's like, no, I'm out. Not worth it. So, yeah, he doesn't put in the 2 or the 3. Next up will be at Atlas.
Well, I'm not about to be outdone by the kid. I'll go 3 as well.
All right. Yeah, back to the first guy, and he's just like, yep, let's see it. Let's see it. I'm ready. And round 3, everyone draw a card. He's just gonna be like, think there's enough money on the table. What do you got? I'm checking.
That's a coward's move. How about we'll go back to the last round. How about another 4 gold in?
4. I think it was 3.
3 plus 1, adding up. So let's make it 4 more.
All right, that's over to you, Atlas.
You got spirit, kid. I can't deny it. Fine, I'm with it.
He's just bluffing. He doesn't have anything. Why not? Let's see what you got. And he puts in 4 as well. So we'll go around. What do you get, Proteus, for your total? Well, I guess
14.
no, it'd be on the dwarf to reveal his hand first. So he reveals a 6, a 2, and a 2.
All right. Yeah. Proteus rolls over a 6, a 4, and a 4.
Ooh.
Fascinating. Atlas rolls a 5, a 5, and a 4.
Ooh.
So that's a 50% split right there for the pot. So that was 40 to start out with.
Well, it would have been 18 gold from everyone in. 18 gold from everyone.
Oh, yeah. So 10, 1, 3.
And plus the extra guy gold. So
The
65
one
total.
folded after the first. Yeah, so the first guy that folded put in 10 and 1, and then folded after he drew his second card.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's 11 from him. And then the other guy went the full way with you guys. So then that'd
And-
be 36, 47 gold, right? Because there's
65.
18 from the people that stayed the whole way.
Yeah.
So it's 36, right? No,
54.
that's not it.
It's
54.
54.
Plus
Yeah.
11. Plus 11 from the first guy, so 65.
65.
I was doing 12, not 18. Wow. All right, so yeah, you guys split that 2 ways. And well, all right. I guess you weren't kidding. You yeah, it was a fluke though. It's this, the cards lie, it's I've been winning all day. It's okay. I got plenty left.
Let's keep the extra on the table for the next round.
All right. What about you? What about your friend over there? He's kind of just standing, hanging out. My bad, Dean. So I meant to have you roll a perception check on that.
You're fine.
I forgot.
Turns out it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
He's just gonna shake his head.
Oh, he's missing out on all the fun. All right. Why not? We could play this again if you want. We could try a different game.
Oh, don't change the game now. We've just gotten started.
All right. So then it'll be the first guy's deal. So he's gonna deal them out. Dean, if you want to roll a perception, you can.
20. Unnatural. No. That's
No.
18. Sorry. I looked at insight for some reason, not perception. So it's 18 total.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. So yeah, he deals out the cards. Everyone put their 10 gold in. The other two, the 2 dwarves, put theirs in. Cool. So everyone draws their first card. It's a D8. It's on you, Proteus. What do you got this time? Not looking so confident anymore?
Well, I'm only spending your gold, so that's fine. Let's start with 3 this time.
First guy's like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going above deck. And he just throws his card on the fucking table and walks upstairs.
Thanks for the donation.
Yeah, and he kind of just does one of those. Like, next guy's like, oh man, he's usually like that. He always gets bad cards and blames it on the dealer. Dean, you didn't notice anything fishy. It seemed like he wasn't trying to slip any hidden cards or, swap or anything like that. Atlas?
We can go all night. I'll just keep matching.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. And he tosses in the 3 gold. And so next is the second card, D6. Are you watching, are you intently watching the entire time, or you kind of...
Oh yeah. He's for sure.
Okay.
Just let me know if I need to roll again.
Okay. That's why I was asking, because if you were kind of checking the other 2 out that are sitting at the other table, I was just making sure is all. You don't have to roll again or nothing. So that's on you, Proteus.
Well, I'd like to see how you 2 will play. I'll check this round.
The other guy's out, so it would be on Atlas. Dean, you do notice when the other guy drew his second card, he made a face, but you can't really it's just different than his normal. It was kind of his eyes opened up a little bit. It's hard to whisper, I can't. I guess I could have messaged him discreetly. I don't know. Either way, You guys didn't see it unless you were paying attention to it. But yeah, Atlas, it's on you. Proteus checked. I don't know if you said anything. My bad.
No, I didn't. I'll write it out.
Oh, not so quick to toss coin on the table, huh? Okay. 5 gold it is.
Like I said, I'll match it all night.
Looking at a turn there, Atlas.
I'm drunk.
Well, it seems to be your natural state. Well, you know what? I'll let you two battle this one out.
Like belches a little bit, and there's a little like static electricity that comes out. I'm drunk, bird.
I'll fold this round. You two figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so last card, D4. What you got, big man?
Is this the part where I actually give the numbers out, or is this something else?
No, the
I'm a
last
little
bet,
lost.
last round of betting. Sorry. Yeah, you drew your last card and then you bet
Mhm.
before revealing.
What are my options?
You can bet whatever you want. You can choose to not bet at all and just check, or you can fold, ultimately giving him the win without him showing his cards.
I'll check.
Oh, this again, huh? All right. And he puts 2 more out.
Right on.
So you can either call or fold. Calling would cause both of you guys to reveal your cards. If you fold, you don't even have to see what he doesn't have to show you what he had.
I'll call.
All right, sounds good. He flips his cards over and he's got a 4, a 5, and a 2.
Yeah, he wins.
Ugh.
I have
I thought about
I have a 6, a 1, and a 2.
I thought about playing, and I wish I would have, because I got a 4, a 6, and a 3. I was rolling along with you just to see, but now if I join in, it's not going to work like that. So
The 4, he wasn't feeling super confident, but he got a 5 on his second one. That's pretty good. Anyways, he's like, all right, that's enough. We've been playing for a couple hours before you guys came here. Let's gonna take my winnings and walk away.
Oh, much shame. I was really just starting to enjoy myself.
There are the other two, one dwarf and one human at the other table. If you guys wanted to, I don't know how. I wasn't gonna try to force you guys to play for super long, but I'll keep going as long as you want to. Money, there's money. It's a 9-day voyage.
I have a gambling problem.
Brian or Proteus?
Oh, in real life.
Both.
Yes, it's transferred into Proteus too.
So yeah, the other dwarf gets up and walks away. That you see Haganar. There was no visible sign of funny business.
So where are we at financially?
We're doing well.
Are we?
Yeah, we each won 32 gold that first round.
Yeah. What did I just lose?
You lost
10, 15,
16 total.
16, yeah. Or no,
thought it was 17.
because it was
10 first,
1,
and then
that's 1, 5, and 2,
then,
right?
So 17.
I thought it was 1, 4, and 2.
5 was the second bet. For
5
sure,
was the
and
second bet.
Yeah.
Then it's 18.
18. All right. I guess
18.
I should have wrote that down, huh?
Definitely 18. Definitely 18. I wasn't sure why I wrote 18 down again, so that might have been why.
Yeah, because there was
Okay,
the
yeah,
initial buy-in of 10, yeah.
14 is what you won, technically. You technically walked away with 14.
Okay, so I'm down
Oh.
by 4 because I put in 18 in the first round. Right?
You guys-
you made
No, you won
32
32
gold.
the first round.
You
And then
lost
you lost
18.
18, which would
So
leave
you're
you with-
up 14.
Right.
So you're up 14, right?
Math.
Like, not gonna lie, you start every single time there's anything that's like, all right, we're gonna get a little card game going. I go, oh shit, because it just does not click with me. I do not understand it ever. All right, yeah. Anyway, where were we?
So money's handled. And then one of the other guys, oh, just 2 games. Okay, no, I get it. I wouldn't want to lose that much either. It was a human speaking.
Just 2 games. Oh no, you can sit down and play some more.
Oh, like they said, we've been playing for hours. I
Oh.
mean, I don't play that Gambit of Ord crap very often. I usually like to play Evandra's Favor, but I don't know if you guys know how to play that.
Oh, please give me the rundown. It's been a while.
Guys, we're gonna play gambling games this whole session, and I support it 100%. So he explains to you that Evandra's Favor, it is a dice game. Actually, it's not a card game. So it's like, oh yeah, the slogan, roll the dice and may Evandra be with you. Just roll 2 dice, and he's just got 2 like regular 6-sided dice, and highest number wins. It's a little
No
different.
D20s.
A little different than how it's explained that I found, but I think this is more of a person versus house type of game. But I'm making it different.
Cool.
And so the dwarf's like, nah, I'm drinking for the rest of or for a little bit longer. I'm done with these games. But the human will sit in. What about you, buddy? He looks over at you, Haganar.
I'm just
You're
gonna,
just gonna stand there and be quiet the whole time. You don't want any extra coin in your pocket or out of your pocket, maybe.
He's more of a.
I've got
reserve
plenty of
type.
money.
Ooh.
Got more money than you can think of.
Don't piss him off.
All of these crew members apparently sound exactly the same. Doesn't matter what race they are. So.
Yeah, he's just gonna stand there, arms folded, and yeah.
It's that seafaring accent.
Tell him to have fun.
Suit yourself. All right. So it's just 1 round. There's no, it's a quick game. You just roll 2d6, and the highest total wins, and then ties split.
And what's the buy-in?
Oh, this one's a little less. It's 5 gold. We don't play. Not quite for cheaps, but I guess it wouldn't be keeps yet. It's not quite up there. 10 gold a pop. That's who do you think I am? Scanlan Shorthalt or something?
Right.
I'm gonna look over at him and say, I told you I had more money than you.
Yeah, well, if I had enough money to not work on a ship, I wouldn't be here gambling for your guys' money anyways.
Oh, I'd still be gambling.
Do something about it.
Just try mercenary work. Might suit you.
He's far too scrawny for that.
Why are we here?
Couldn't cut it.
I just couldn't resist a nice Skyrim reference.
Roll the bones, right?
Yeah, let's roll them. I guess let's focus on something besides your friend insulting me some more. All right, and these you don't have to keep hidden or anything. This dude he rolls an 8, a 5, and a
10.
3.
Double 2s, 4.
Oh, right.
All right. So the pot goes to Proteus. That's 15 gold.
Oh, this is easy money.
It's quick money. Let's keep going. He throws another 5 on the table. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do it.
Just imagine Atlas has just like been pounding drinks during these games too.
Probably. Yeah, I mean they brought out another cast.
Sure, another round. Fine. 5 gold.
All right. So he rolls a 4, 2 and 2.
I rolled a 4, 1 and 3.
7, 6 and 1.
Ooh,
So
nice.
Ooh,
Oh.
Atlas, you won.
it's the nat 20 and the nat 1 of the D6 world. I won, yeah.
Yeah. Good job, Atlas.
Are you
Good thing
drinking?
this job pays all right. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, Produce will be drinking with you guys now. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
You corrupted him.
He's gonna give him a little cheers, like bump the
Yeah.
glasses.
Right.
Haganar is gonna be looking around, seeing if he, just seeing what he sees, making sure nobody seems any kind of shady.
I think as Produce gets more drunk, if he noticed that, I think he'd eventually call out, "Stop being such a stiff and sit down."
Yeah, so you wouldn't have seen anything fishy. It's all pretty, kind of like what Elro said about Pale Bank. Like, if we don't work together, then how are we gonna get
Yeah,
anything done in any
which
manner?
Haganar definitely. Go ahead, my bad.
There's ship hands walking up and down the stairs to like the storage area, maybe grabbing some food, like maybe a bottle of wine up for the captain or something. Who knows? Glass blades kind of coming down and swapping, shifts. There's one of the doors behind you in the back in the hallway open up. One guy kind of comes out, another guy goes in. Nothing crazy though, just normal work type of attitude.
He definitely doesn't expect anything necessarily to be
Right, but just kind of
be wrong, but he just definitely doesn't want to interact with anybody outside of the people that he probably still already kind of doesn't necessarily want to interact with anyway. But
all right. Oh yeah, we did finish that second one. All right, what do you want, boys? You want to keep playing? Doesn't matter to me.
I'd like my friend to have a seat with us and join us for a round. Come on. Roll the bones with us, Haganar.
Yeah, he's afraid to lose that immense wealth he's got.
he'll come over and sit down. Not entirely close to the table. He'll pull the chair out a couple feet and sit down.
It's okay,
and
Princess. You can
watch.
ease into it. Dip your toes in. It's fine.
He's just gonna. Oh man! Yeah, he's gonna watch again. He's gonna let it go.
And the other dwarf that was like there, the last remaining dwarf was sitting at the other table. He kind of gets up and walks over towards the storage area and he like slaps you on the back. He's just giving you shit, big guy. It's okay.
How fast did he walk off?
Not like not running or
would
anything.
I have time to stand up and turn him around? Or would I have to chase him down?
I'd say roll me like a dexterity check.
18.
Okay, yeah, fast enough. You're able to. It's mostly like because sometimes you want to try to stand up real fast. The chair can not want to cooperate. So it's basically making sure you didn't trip over or nothing. Yeah, you hop up pretty quick.
Thank
Slides back,
God he didn't trip.
grab his shoulder. Whoa! What's up, pal?
I just look at him. I give him the most stern look that I can without. I don't know. I get stuck with these things because like
bit of his ale kind of sloshes out of his mug a little bit.
I just look at him and tell him just don't ever touch me again. Don't touch me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry. Didn't know you were so sensitive. I'm taking a load off.
Just turn around and walk away, please.
Sure thing, buddy. Kind of like walks back up the stairs, and if anyone else is watching him, he's kind of just like,
And then I'm gonna pull out a gold piece and try to chuck it in his drink.
Okay, roll a d20. If you roll a nat 20, yeah, sure. Why not? He'll have a gold coin in his drink. Not a nat 20, so we're good.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
No, I rolled an 8.
Yeah. So you just throw a gold coin. I don't know if you want to get that, whatever later. Cool. So
No, I was actually just kind of trying to give it to him in a way. Kind of trying to like, because I didn't want
Lighten
to
the
portray the
mood.
fact that I didn't like. He's not
I mean,
good
you get
with
the
people.
idea that he was,
doesn't.
kind of inebriated. Probably is not
Yeah.
taking you super serious because everyone gives each other shit and roughhouses a little bit in this type of environment.
Okay. Just didn't want him to think that I was gonna like slit his throat in his sleep later. But I just wanted him to understand that I don't enjoy being touched in any way. So.
You guys, like you heard before, like the purpose you guys came up to Pale Bank to, mercenary work type deal. There's been a fair share of mercenaries that have gone back and forth across this channel.
Okay. Well, then Haganar is going to sit back down and look at the human. Is human, right? Human's the one that's
Yep.
sitting. Okay, I'm going to look at him and ask him if he has anything else to say.
Oh, we're all just joking around, man. You don't need to be that serious. But let's play.
Quit being a stiff.
He already put his 5 gold on the table, I believe, before you sat down.
Yeah, if we're all done pissing around, let's roll some bones.
Yeah, that's right, Atlas. You get it now, pal. Good. That's. Oh shit.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
All right.
Let's get rolling.
Oh god, I got a 6.
4 and 1.
I got a 6 and a 3.
I also got a 4 and a 1.
Wait, did I say if I was playing or not?
You did not.
Yeah.
We'll assume you slammed some gold down and rolled some dice. It looks like though.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's kind of a little pissed off. Pissed
There
off
we go.
and kind of.
So he probably would
Yeah.
have said something when you put your coins down. All right, we made him just mad enough to put some money down.
That's good. He's playing games. That means he's having fun.
And if you notice, he's not drinking. I think not anymore, at least.
Who,
Oh,
Hagan? Oh,
The
human.
human.
Okay.
I think Atlas's battle cry really motivated Haganar to play. He was like, we should.
Oh,
He was like, we should roll some bones.
Haganar's trying to restrain himself from rolling some teeth out of somebody's head. That's what he's
Like
trying to do.
The anime vein up there. That's just pulsing.
Atlas, your snow pal or your thunder friend or your Eskimo
Snow
buddy.
pal.
Uh,
He's playing. He's having fun.
Yeah, the Thunder Boys, Thunder Buddies. We're doing
You
it.
won. You won, Atlas. You did it.
I did.
Yeah, dude, you did it, buddy. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what did he roll?
A 4 and a 1. I did not win.
Yeah, I got a 6 and a 3.
So yeah, that 20 gold goes to you then, Haganar.
Yeah, that's like you win, Atlas, because that's your friend.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. This is my last one. I'm tired of giving you guys.
Wait. I've
getting
got
some
it.
good rolls.
I've got a game that I tell this tale. It's in a town. What's the city I call it? I think it's Baldur's Gate or something. I told this tale about these group of friends. They were playing this game with this small woman, and anyway,
Yeah, sounds interesting. Put your money down.
Yeah, we're here for
Yeah.
bones.
Sure, yes, bones. Ah, fuck.
Ah, you ain't kidding. Shit.
Got a 6 and a 3.
How's a 6 total sound? I'll kick all your asses right now.
I
Yeah,
got
I sure will.
4.
4 and a 3.
Dragons can do math.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's a good way to go out, huh? Thanks, guys. It's been fun, really.
Play
Yeah.
one more. I'm gonna look at him and tell him to play one more.
Well, it's not my fault you joined in late, buddy.
This
He's
feels intense.
Actively is like putting the coins. Like he's not trying to like get the hell out of there right away, but he is kind of putting his stuff in his coin purse. He's got a little.
Oh, it's okay. You put 5 down. I'll put 10.
We'll put 20 down.
He'll put 20 down.
I'll wager everything I've got in my pocket.
No,
I
he will
won't do
not.
that.
I won't
Oh.
let him do that.
I'll wager everything I've got.
Wait, let's hear the guy out.
No, This is
my
this
interest.
is me and you.
Okay.
This is me and you. I'll put down 10.
Uh-huh.
You put down 5.
Remember how
I'll
you
bet
said-
I'll bet everything I have on him.
He's drunk.
Are you gonna
Don't-
put the hat in?
Don't listen to him.
The hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hat's in too.
All right.
Now we're talking, and he sits down.
I'm gonna.
You know what? I'll throw 5 down. I'll throw 10. Why not?
Oh, you're not gonna match the bet? Hat's off the table then.
Well done, Brian. That was. What was it? I thought it was 10.
What'd you
Didn't you
say?
say 10?
Yeah, 10.
I'll put 10 down. Why not?
I'll match 10 on him.
Oh, what happened to everything you got?
Sure, that too.
No, 10.
10. Okay, 10. He said 10. I have to do 10. He could kill
Oh,
me.
you let other people make
He
decisions?
wants my teeth.
Like, because they're nice, or he wishes. You know what? I don't. Okay, 10 it is.
I'll put 10 down on my bestest thunder buddy in the world.
Oh, so you're just betting on one horse, huh? No one else wants to play.
You know what? You're a fine human. You know a deal with Thunder Buddy.
I'll put
Fair.
10 on you too.
What?
He's played both sides, so he always comes out on top. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that, pal.
It
One or
doesn't
the other.
work like that at all.
Fine.
One or
You can put 10 on both. You might as well not put any at all.
50 on Haganar.
Yeah.
All right, now
Do
we're
you
talking.
have 50 gold?
I do. Yes, from the we got given it. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder
All right, let's roll it out.
pretty firmly and tell him to take some of that money back.
I'm just gonna grab a random handful of like a D20's worth.
It's all of them.
It's 8 gold.
Just
8.
So
Is that-
42?
So that's what he
42
takes
on the
back. I was really hoping it would be a nat 1. He just picks up 1 gold piece. It's like, you got it.
You
All
can,
right,
yeah, I
whatever.
got you. All right,
You're right. That was a little bit risky. 1 gold piece.
let's do it. Let's see what you got. Ooh, that's 2 5s.
It's 1-5.
And
In total.
oh, a total of 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that was a good one. You know
This
what?
Double or nothing.
yeah.
well,
I hear him.
I was gonna say I won't rob your friend blind because he's obviously drunk and I have morals. I was
Double
just
or
gonna-
nothing just between me and you. Forget him. I'm not going to let him spend 100 gold. Double
So
or
I
nothing.
keep
for
my
the
money?
10. Double or nothing.
Yeah,
No,
you can
you
keep your
lost
money.
42 gold because you're
I
a
don't.
freaking.
I don't take advantage of people that are that drunk.
All right, he's a good
I
man.
usually have a buzz myself, and I'm kind of coming down, so I feel a little generous.
I'm trying to be generous and put some money in your pocket since you were complaining about being broke.
See,
We all win.
I told you this human was alright.
He's a fine lad.
Yeah.
So you double down, I double down. I still get the Dragon Man's 10 gold, though, right?
Yeah.
Just like a double or nothing, just from the two of us. That's it. That's what I wanted to do from the beginning until Mister
right, you know what?
Battle Scars over here.
I'll even put your buddy's 10 down on it too. You can just stick with 20.
First one's a 6. Second one's a 5. I'm not touching.
You got it. It's a 5 and a 4 on my end.
Dude, why couldn't I have rolled that last one? Because I was 100% planning on keeping Proteus's money and not giving it back to him.
He was coming from the group fund anyway.
All right.
Yeah,
Is it
because
good
we have
fun
one of
anyway.
those.
There's a group fund?
There most certainly is not.
No, there isn't.
Oh, I was going to say.
We're all people filled with greed. There was no way that we would make a group fund.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets up and Yeah, it was fun playing, really.
It was, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm
Like I
gonna.
said, you're not bad, human.
Yeah, you're not so bad yourself, bud.
I'm bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, not that bad, but you're bad.
I'm gonna look at him and brandish some sparks in my eyeballs and say, in the darkest voice that I can think of, "Now give me the rest of your money."
Yeah, no, maybe
then-
we'll play again tomorrow.
I was gonna say before I was hoping he was kind of just gonna look at me a little bit, and then before he was getting ready to say anything, I was just like, "No, dude, I'm just playing." It's a joke.
Yeah, these guys are
JK,
used to,
bro,
like I
JK,
said,
JK.
there's a bunch of mercenaries that have been back and forth. The crews that are on the ships, they probably pretty used to that type of fucking with each other.
Yeah,
like I said, rough play, all that. It's pretty common.
The ruffians.
Yeah, Proteus especially. He's
Hey,
quite
you-
the ruffian.
So is he like throwing up by now? Is he stumbling all over the
I was-
place yet, or?
I was just gonna suggest a Constitution saving throw from the two of them, Atlas and Proteus.
Oh,
Proteus doesn't look too well.
well, my constitution's doing great. That's a 14.
Nat one.
Oh, okay.
The boat kind of hits like a hard wave, and then Atlas just like just projectile vomit across the table over onto Proteus.
Oh, oh, that's foul. Oh, what the fuck did you eat?
I didn't eat any of the elves. You guys wouldn't let me.
They would have been digested, but oh no, it's on my. Oh,
You wouldn't let me.
Didn't get on your hat, did it?
no. Oh. Oh,
All right, so yeah,
I thought you
it's,
said you were good on the sea. Hey, human man.
No, I said I've been on the sea.
he already went down below one more level.
He's gone too. We should find something to do, like work or something. Make it up to
You
these
should
guys.
go to bed.
I can't sleep in this.
Yeah, you can.
You sleep in clothes?
No.
It's gonna be an interesting trip.
You can sleep in clothes.
So.
Well, now that that's done, I'm pretty hungry. I need something to eat before bed.
Just
You want me to go chop off that human's leg so you can eat that?
Am I allowed to eat human?
no.
No, you're not. At
Oh.
all.
No, we're not eating any. Not with this all over me. We're
You
not
wanna
eating
eat
anyone.
Proteus?
You're gonna eat me?
Well, he's not really anything, and he's also everything.
My teeth. Do you want them?
He can be whatever you want him to be. Chicken? You want chicken? He can
Yeah.
be a chicken. Yeah.
I can't get that small. It doesn't work like that.
No, that's perfect. Turn to a big chicken.
All right, fuck it. I'll turn into whatever I can try to turn into.
Can he turn to a big chicken?
I don't know.
Can I turn into a big chicken?
What can change?
You can change your appearance and your voice. You determine the specifics of the changes, including your coloration, hair length, and sex. You can also adjust your height and weight, but not so much that your size changes. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your game stats change. You can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen, and you must adopt the form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs that you have. Your clothing and equipment aren't changed by this trait.
I don't know, man. Chicken kind of has like arms and legs and like a head.
And it's got to be generally the same size as you,
Yeah, so I'll be a big fucking chicken.
with Proteus clothes on.
Yes.
Oh, no, in the hat. Yes.
You know what? Sure, why not? The best that you can do, because you're drunk too. So it's like The arms are a little weird looking. They're not, or the wings. They're kind of arm-like wings. So they
You
look
can't
really
really
fucked
remember
up.
what a chicken looks like.
So basically, he just looks like a guy with a chicken costume on, with his clothes on over.
Yeah, pretty much.
He just turns into like Toy Story 2, Big Al's Toy Barn, the guy in the
Yes.
chicken suit.
Yeah, so he kind of gets up from the table and he'll keep his hat on. He'll kind of tip his head forward, swaying with the boat, and then just.
He farts.
That smells so bad. And then, yeah, eventually he'll shapeshift into whatever chicken-like creature we can picture here.
Definitely Big Al. That's definitely it. That's the one.
With like Proteus's face too, but it has like a weird disfigured beak coming out. The scars are still there though, too, for sure.
I'd imagine it's something like this.
It's one badass chicken.
I'm gonna send this to the group.
Uh-oh. Let's see it.
Let me see if it copied the image right.
So, what were you guys wanting to do before? I mean, obviously. Uh-oh. All right, here it is. I wish we could. We'll have to. Is there a way to edit? You know, just
Yeah,
like
yeah, I'll put it up.
frame?
I'll throw it up on screen.
Perfect. This is our changeling bard, everyone. Admire him in all of his beauty.
So,
he's gonna start making chicken noises.
A couple of the like ship hands come down and they're just like, "Fuck, whatever." And
They're gonna
they
eat
go,
me.
they go by.
What do
they
we
go by to like the front of the ship where the cargo is or whatever, and they come back like carrying up a couple small boxes and whatnot.
Don't let them eat me.
Can I try to like calm down, but like in the manner that would be like an animal handling check?
Yeah, sure. Sure, go ahead. Roll an animal handling check. I'd say just like disadvantage because he's not really. It's a
Even
weird
better,
lineup.
even
And
better.
Alex also rolled a natural 1 on his Constitution saving throw, which means he's really shit
Yeah.
faced.
Okay, it's an 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how I would go about.
I just imagine like he's kind of trying to like corner him a bit, like, all right, calm down. Like,
As Haganar sees all this, he's definitely gonna walk away and go to his room or something. I don't. Do we all get our own rooms, or is there like a common area?
Towards the back of the ship where you guys were showed in the area for.
Okay.
It was just one kind of bigger room. It's not huge, smaller than the area you're in, but it's got like 5 or 6 cots in there.
that's why I said this trip was gonna get interesting when you were like,
Oh,
oh yeah, I
yeah.
sleep naked.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think once Proteus is cornered, can I roll a performance check to try and squawk like a chicken and follow Haganar?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
At
What's that?
disadvantage.
That's
Disadvantage?
Oh damn.
Oh, that's still just as good though. That's 23 with disadvantage. I rolled in that 20 first.
You kind of,
I did an
you kind of
18.
like, one of those when you're really drunk and you're trying to compose yourself. You're like,
Yeah.
I just imagine like it was gonna be like Atlas takes a dive at him and he like flaps his wings a little bit over him and just runs away.
Oh my god.
Lands on his head as he hits the ground. Urgh. I'll get that chicken one day.
and then yeah. So he's just like waddling back to the area, back towards you, Haganar. You kind of turn and you look and you're like, what the fuck?
You see this chicken with this fucking hat on coming at you?
I'm gonna try to knock him out. I'm gonna try to punch him and knock him out.
It's not
Okay.
gonna be hard.
Some non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal damage.
No, he's going to kill him.
He's very drunk. We'll give you advantage. Why not? You're sober. You haven't had a drop.
Oh god, this advantage would be good. Oh
What is
God. So does that get a modifier? Does that get that attack bonus or anything like that? It would be strength or
it would be strength because you don't have
well. Oh, and
whatever
I can just look at my
feature.
unarmed strike, right? That would
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
make sense.
actually, yeah.
So +4. So that's a 9 with advantage.
With
I mean,
advantage.
I ain't dodging anything, so I think he just eat it.
It's all luck, you know. You swing and
It just goes right by its chicken head.
Trips
yeah, he's
as
just because
as
he's
it-
like, you know, he's trying to flop around and. But anyways, yeah, he just stops in front of you anyways because he was following you, and then Atlas, I would imagine, is kind of giving a little bit of chase toward him. It's like, get over here, you chicken!
They're gonna eat me.
At this time, the elven woman that looked to be the first mate. I don't know if I said a race or anything like that before, but she's an elven woman. Comes down and she's like, what is going on down here? Some of the captain's assistants said that there's a giant deformed chicken. What the hell is that?
I need to eat, and this
They're gonna eat
chicken's
me.
see. He wants to be eaten.
Hold on.
They're gonna eat me.
He wants to
I'm
be
shit.
eaten.
Macaque.
See,
And she looks and she's just kind of obviously not drunk too, and seeing the lot of you that arrived on the ship, this giant deformed chicken's wearing the same clothing that Proteus was wearing. It's like, I don't know what kind of magic here is going on. That's obviously your friend, not a chicken. How much have you had to drink? The captain wants to talk to you guys anyways. Are any of you good for a conversation right now?
yeah, I can
No.
talk.
Can I try to punch him again?
Sure. That one's probably gonna hit. We'll just call that an auto hit.
Oh, it rolled off.
As long as it's not a 1.
Oh my God. Wow, that one's a 10.
All right. So yeah. Go ahead and I don't know, it's like a D or it's like 1 damage, I think, for people who aren't
Yeah,
proficient in unarmed
I
strike.
think it's 1 plus your strength modifier,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
which is 2, so it'd be 3 total.
Oh, it is 3. It shows right there next to your +4.
Oh,
We're
hey,
gonna
yeah,
go.
that's-
So is this gonna be like a captain's feast? Like, is there gonna be food?
No,
gonna
he
tell-
just was just asking to speak with you guys up top.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
and then
suggest that Mr. Thunderbuddy takes Proteus, who is now, I'm assuming, KO'd, back to the quarters to
I mean,
rest.
3 damage probably wouldn't knock him out, but it
Hmm.
put him on his ass for a second. Just enough
Yeah, I
for
think
you
he'd
to
get
kinda
kinda,
walk
like-
around him.
Oriented enough to be. That was a bad idea. And then
Well, I'm definitely going to highly suggest that they go back to the room because I don't think either one of them are in very good conversation condition.
I can hold myself just fine.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, hang on, let me get
You're-
back to normal.
Chicken. Sound like you're trying to take a shit. Oh, that was the chicken, I swear.
And I think he's gonna forget that he scarred himself up, so he's gonna be like normal, clean face Proteus when he reverts back
Like,
Oh, without the scar?
without the scars.
Yeah.
like Proteus as himself, Proteus, or Proteus?
No, Proteus
right.
as like the face he wears normally.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just scarless.
So there's that. You're back to the best you could remember. Back to Proteus.
What are the people in this place thinking as they see him?
So the room, there's no one. There's just been people kind of walking back and forth through, from one room to the upper deck, upper deck down to the lower deck below you guys, and every time it's like a lot of them don't really say anything because there's just a bunch of chaos going on, and the 2 deckhands or the 2 assistants or whatever to the captain, they were really the ones that kind of said something. It's like, what the hell's going on up down there. I'm go talk to the first mate about it, and that's when she came down there and was like, what's going on down here? The captain wants to see you guys. What is this craziness?
All right, I'm ready for a talk with Big Man, Captain.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let's just go. You
Just-
can't talk to anyone. You're
Listen,
gonna threaten him.
listen.
You're gonna pull his teeth out.
I'm gonna grab Proteus on the shoulders and try to get him to look me in the eyes as I say this. Why do you think I'm going to talk to this guy? I don't like people, but you guys are not in a good place to be talking to somebody of any kind of importance right now. You're
right.
shit. Atlas puked all over you. You turned into a chicken, and he started chasing you, trying to eat you. What? That's not. I don't want to do this, but I'm not gonna sit here and face the repercussions for you two going and talking to this guy.
You're right. Let me. Hang on.
Are we allowed to have food in like
No,
the
like-
rooms?
If I just play a tune, I think we can be all right.
Atlas, you want me to? I'll buy you some food. If you're hungry, I'll buy you some food.
That's fantastic. You're the best Thunder
I'm
Buddy
gonna-
a guy
I'm
could
gonna toss
have.
him- I'm gonna toss him like 5 gold. I'm assuming that would pay for whatever food he wants, and then
The
some.
first mate's down there, and excuse me. Oh, sorry. She's like, still here. You can eat wherever you want. No one. It's fine. Doesn't matter. But food is provided on the voyage, anyways. You don't have to pay for it. But,
Good.
He eats a lot. That might be hard.
Where's the food?
All right, so I'm gonna.
Send someone to bring me the food or bring me to the food.
He's
I'm gonna
he's
try and
keep
really
you
hungry.
downstairs.
What was that?
Will that keep you downstairs?
Yes.
Food? Okay.
Yes.
I'll send someone right away.
And I guess
I
he'll like
can make it.
just go like sit at a table and just wait.
I can do this. I can talk with the captain. I'll be just fine. I could do this.
Yeah, she started heading upstairs, not like beckoning you to follow her immediately, but her message had been relayed, and doesn't really care to stick around for any more potential crazy. Just like, hey, I told him, I did what I was told to do or requested to do.
Haganar,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
telling you, I could do it.
Do you want to leave Atlas down here by himself and trust him to be able to handle himself?
No, you should probably go be with them. You're right.
No, that's not the way this is going to go, bud. Listen. Listen.
Yes.
Just let me take care of this. I'm not going to threaten anybody. Make sure your buddy Atlas is good to go.
He's your
I'm
thunder
sure,
buddy.
I'm sure you're hungry too. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Right.
Okay. And then I pull out a gold piece and say, "Here, you want some chocolate?"
That's gold.
No, you just bite into it. It's chocolate.
It's not. I'm
Okay.
not
I'll be
gonna-
back. I'll be
I'm
right
sharp
back.
on
Okay.
this.
You keep an eye on Atlas and make sure he doesn't get in any trouble. Okay.
You're right. Atlas is no trouble, man.
All right. So I'm gonna take off towards the direction that Mrs. First Lady or whatever she was.
The first mate,
Yeah, First
President's wife.
The first lady.
the president of the ship, the Rimmerad.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Captain Crunch.
Okay. So you get up there and guessing from the better looking coat, the more important looking status, maybe a big hat, probably. Why not? Actually, pretty
Jack Sparrow
similar. Yeah, similarly, one a similar hat to what Proteus might have on. but like a deep blue with gold trim. The jacket, it's not the same color. It's just a little bit nicer looking. You know, these people aren't, loaded, but was the captain of the ship. The first mate looked very well dressed as well. And so you go up there, and it's a elven male up there, and the first mate is just finishing up, kind of like, yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on down there, but we got at least one of them coming up now. As you're approaching, he looks. He's like, what's going on downstairs? She's mentioning something about a deformed chicken. I don't.
Yeah. So
Is everything okay? First and
everything's
foremost, I
fine.
guess.
Everything's fine.
Nothing
my
that I should be worried about.
no, my traveling companions got a little too drunk. I'll just leave it at that.
You know, they must. Have they not been on the water very much? That's usually a go-to thing for people that are nervous about sailing.
I'm not too sure. The one, maybe the chicken man, the squirrely looking fellow, mentioned something about boats.
Chicken man. I just who.
It's a joke, really. It was all just a bad joke.
He can turn into a chicken?
Listen, all right. I don't know these guys. I haven't known them for my entire life. We're on a mission to try to save people and things, and we're working together, and that right there is about what I got. So apparently, yes, he can change into a chicken. That's news to me as well. But everything's fine. He's not anything like he is now when he's sober. Actually, quite the polar opposite. He's scared of everything. Doesn't like to do anything. Just about all he can do is sing and play instruments. That's
Well, I mean that's always a good person to have around. An entertainer. Keep the spirits up.
Yeah, usually he's for this purpose right here, like talking, because this is not my job. This is usually his job, but
okay. And does this bard of yours does he turn into a chicken often? It's
no,
just because he's drinking, right? We don't have to worry
I've
about
never
this
seen
being
it
an
happen
ongoing.
before.
Okay.
How long have we? How long would you say we've been together, Bill?
Maybe a week max.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking too.
Around there.
So yeah, I'm just gonna say, we've been together for 6 or 7 days, and I've not once ever seen a deformed giant chicken anywhere near me. So
fair enough. Anyway, my name is Captain Owen Subtle. And this is my first mate, Lou Sara. And she kind of just like tips her head at you. Yeah, I mean, I guess we haven't been formally introduced, but I met them already, and I don't care to stumble upon any more sites like that, if you please. But so then the captain kind of looks and he's like, yeah, anyways, I was really just kind of wanting to know throughout this process if you guys would be interested in helping out with some of the security around the ship at night. I'd toss a few coins your way throughout the process. If not, it's totally voluntary, but I like to give my guys a little extra off time if I can. They make these journeys quite a bit.
will I be bothered by anybody?
No, at night we typically have less people walking around. It's just to make sure there's nothing that any other ships. If there's there's large birds flying, large beasts flying around all over the place. Nothing evil or demonic or anything like that. But there's birds of prey all over the world.
Listen, anything I can do to get away from people for a while, I will do. I'll speak to to my companions as well, and I'll have them when they are well enough. Come discuss that with you at another time.
No need. Yeah, I will send someone down. I heard that there was a request for food. A lot of food, it sounds like.
Yeah, he eats a lot.
Okay, that's not a problem. Yes, I will send some food down, and if you let one of my assistants know what decisions you guys have come to as a group. Obviously, it's not mandatory again, and you don't all have to agree. I just like to give my crew a little bit of rest, is like I mentioned before.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, that should do it. And basically, just if you have any questions, you or your friends have any questions, I would come to Lusara or myself. If you can't find one of us, just if you see one of my assistants walking around, get a hold of them, and we can try to see what we can do.
I'm gonna say.
Pretty sure I
All right.
changed voices like 4 times in that.
He's just gonna say okay and turn around and walk out because he's doesn't want to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so after you go back down there and begin talking with Atlas and Proteus, wherever they are, a couple of his assistants find you, and they're just kind of in pretty common clothing, like not looking like scrub on the streets or anything like that, but just your average dressed. One's a human, one's a halfling. Why not? Just regularly dressed, not rich, not poor. And they come down with a few platters of food. One is just primarily meat. It's just got a bunch of, looks like poultry that was haphazardly cooked, maybe not the best. And then various other plant, like vegetable type of. I'm not really sure of the the vegetable sources in Exandria. I guess I might have to look that up for my homework for next week. But plant-based meals as well. Like one platter is just heavy, just huge pile of meat, and then the other one is a little bit small, like individual plates or saucers or something like that of various plant type of foods. Maybe some carrots and some onions and some radishes, but the Exandria versions. Just a bunch of random garden stuff,
Bunch of Matt Mercer veggies.
Sure. Yes.
So first thing that I'm going to say when I get down there, or when I did get down there, I guess, is I'm going to look at Proteus and I'm going to say, if you ever make me have to do something like that again, I'm going to do more than just punch you in the face.
Fine.
Yeah, go look in a mirror, bud.
Like Atlas is still just sitting there, like at the table with like a fork and a knife, and he's just like, "Where's the food?
Where is the food?
Where's the meat?"
So that food gets brought down, I would say, after several minutes of you being down there. But that's essentially kind of what it looks like when they do make their way down there.
I think when it gets there, he's just gonna be kind of full on, just like picking up plates, like oh.
He's gonna grab a chicken leg before they even set the platter down, just like, "Ooh, here." Doesn't even know if it's actually his yet or not. He's just, "There's that. That must have been that chicken I was seeing earlier."
Looks like someone finally caught and cooked them.
So yeah, and they bring him down. They're like, Captain Owen said that you guys were talking about pulling guard. Maybe he said that you would have a decision after. I guess you guys probably haven't had that conversation yet. So food's not there yet. I lied.
Yeah. So I would definitely just relay all that information. I was hoping to do it once they sober up a little bit. But I guess yeah. I'll see what they got to say about guard duty. Night shift guard duty. Anybody?
Muscle for gold sounds like what I always do. Yep. Yeah, I'm in. Where's the food?
That's. I can't wear these clothes anymore. But you get me new clothes, and yeah, that's. Well, maybe they need entertainment. Fine. Whatever you guys are doing, I'll join you.
All right.
Okay, and then now the food makes its way down and everything that I just said. Have you guys come to a decision yet on the guard shifts that Captain Brown was talking about?
On the condition of gold and clothes, you guys got yourselves.
You're in need of a change of clothes.
There's
Yeah,
Von
can't you smell?
dragging back on me.
Yeah,
Dragon.
I'd say so. And he's kind of just like,
Talking about a different kind of dragon's breath right there.
This man threw up on me. He ate an elf.
I would do it again.
Oh no!
Both eating the elf and puke.
He did not eat an elf.
He did. He was in the cave. He tried to eat it like the frog did, didn't he? I don't remember anymore.
Do you guys have like big old buckets of water? I'm old enough to play this game. I know. I
He ate
don't.
my chicken.
Were you the chicken?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we could probably try to find you some clothes while we get those washed, if you'd like. The hat too?
Hat stays.
Okay.
The hat's off the table.
They come back and kind of bring the same type of clothing that they're wearing, just like some common looking clothes, pants, long sleeve shirt. Yeah. So you guys eat. Was there anything that you were wanting to do in particular between now and nighttime? Because obviously none of that's not going to take the entire day.
I think as they eat and sober up a little bit, I think Fro's turn out. You almost ate me. You almost ate me.
Oh, I was gonna. If I could catch you, I would have done it.
That's horrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe you shouldn't have made yourself look so delicious.
There's no way that looked good.
I was.
Did you even see what he turned into?
You know how things look when you're,
I don't drink.
Oh.
If you've noticed, I don't drink.
That's a good idea.
I don't know.
It is a good idea.
Life was different before I was killing people and drinking.
Yeah, it was
boring.
for all of us.
It was boring.
You're on something.
Can you ever say that you got chased around a bar on a boat by a dragon as a chicken? Would you have ever been able to say that before?
I did once steal a piece of bread from a merchant, and I was shaped into a monkey, and they chased me around. But no, other than that, no.
All right. Well.
Hey,
Scimitars everywhere. It was crazy.
Street
So, yeah.
rat.
You guys just kind of hanging out for the rest of the day, chilling down there, maybe striking up conversations here and there with people as they pass by.
Not
Not Haganar.
I think Atlas
Sure,
actually.
I've already, literally, on the first day, had enough people to last me the rest of the year.
Yeah. I think Atlas actually kind of might though, just because these seem like there's a lot of his type of people around, just kind of mercenary, drunk, whatever, just they
Enjoy
people
themselves having a beer.
Yeah, people with a lot of common interests, I think. So similar lifestyle. So I think he might actually go around and just talk to people, sit down, start drinking again, and then talk to people.
And Produce would be just his tail. Produce would just follow him along, but not try to keep up with his pace.
Oh, jeez.
Not try.
Not try. Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely try to do my best to make it as clear as I can to Proteus that if I have to talk to anybody else because he's too inebriated to talk, I'm going to be very upset.
Hmm.
I won't let it get that bad again.
Yeah.
Too
I
late.
think Atlas has at least learned his lesson for the night. That he's just like, oh, I don't want to puke again, so he's not going overboard.
Okay. So yeah, throughout the night, you swapping stories back and forth with crew members, with some glass blades that are off duty. Even one of the assistants come down and kind of chops it up a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, it's pretty great working for Captain Owen. He's a pretty nice guy. Pays us all right. And then one of the others like, no one cares, bud. You act like your life's so interesting.
He told you.
And yeah, so throughout the night, kind of just hanging out, and things start to die down a little bit. And one of the glass blades comes down. Is it's like, hey, you guys look like you really need to pee. You want to take a break for like 10 minutes? You guys want to take a break real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Seeing if
That
anyone.
was nice. That was nice.
That was
I didn't
nice.
catch it like in character.
Yeah, I was like,
Welcome back. After that quick little break, we had a pretty rowdy first part of the session. It was fun. Yeah, so our party took off on the ship, the Remoraz, as mentioned before, en route to Islecross. And on this 9-day journey, this first day has just been pretty wild. I feel like, the party's cutting loose a little bit because much like Mara kind of wanted to meditate and, relax after the past few excursions that they had taken, fighting the bandits in Pelk's Curiosities, going through Croaker Cave and dealing with everything. Everyone just kind of wanted to cut loose on their own, in their own way, I guess. There was some gambling, there was some heavy drinking, and Haganar got to be the spokesperson of the group, as is one of his favorite things to do. Speaking with the captain, who asked if they were interested in picking up any guard shifts, and the captain sent one of his assistants down with some food and to ask if they had figured out if anyone else other than Haganar was interested in this guard shift. And to that, I believe Proteus and Atlas both agreed to the terms.
Yep.
A gold, or I believe, did I say a gold coin a day or 2 gold coins a shift or whatever? I can't remember what I said.
A few gold.
A few. Okay. So, yeah, a few gold per shift covered. And so, yeah, actually, as you guys were kind of, everything was winding down and everyone was hanging out with off-duty ship hands, glass blades, whatever. Another glass blade, a dwarf male, comes down and finds Haganar. He's like, hey, you were up first on the guard duty that one of your group could cover. If that's okay with you, it's your turn, your shift. And by now
this isn't a group thing?
I mean, you don't really need it. It's just kind of, if anything happens, wake up the captain or the first mate, and we'll figure it out. They'll figure it out from there. I mean, unless we get like boarded by pirates or something, but that doesn't happen. It's pretty cold up here.
So I'll be up there on my own.
I mean, yeah, but the captain's quarters is up on the upper deck. as well. Or not the first mate, but the captain's quarters are up there, and he's a pretty light sleeper. If you knock on the door hard enough, I'm sure he'll wake him up if he's sleeping.
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just that was on you if you're
Yeah,
up for
he's
it.
just gonna get up and walk out that way. Not even say anything. Just
Oh,
go.
you're not gonna. I was gonna brief you. Okay, well, I guess he probably doesn't care. I mean, nothing exciting has been going on, anyways. It's a pretty clear sky.
That's a plus.
So yeah, while he's up there, you guys kind of still just hanging out with the crew, hanging out or drinking, eating, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and
Especially eating.
yeah, just keep them coming. Like toss another platter at one of the assistants. It's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're up there, Haganar, and it's we don't need roll. Oh, you have roll 20 up already, anyways, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
It's not quite D&D Beyond, but it's
Yeah.
there.
I mean, what is the official digital tool set besides D&D Beyond, of course?
Right. There's no competitor. All right.
I'm on a
So
boat.
we'll do that. Just for the sake of you get to see a boat. Why not? And note at the bottom, this isn't from an official, Wizards of the Coast publication. This is noted on the bottom right of the picture. Patreon. Someone named Tom Kartos. Hopefully, I'm not butchering your name, but they are the ones that created this art here, not me. I could never even do something like this if I tried. And yeah, anyways. So it's a clear, starry night. It's kind of windy. It's nothing crazy, but what do you kind of walking around? What are you doing? Standing in one spot, being a stick in the mud?
Just from time to time, I'll walk from front to back, checking a couple things out. But for the most part, I'm really just listening. At one point, I'd probably go and up towards one of these sets of stairs towards the top of the deck and kind of sit down, leave my feet hanging down the steps, and lean back and just stare at the sky.
All right. And through your times of I guess what led you to come to Palebank, your experiences with the Stormlord and everything like that, you've always found yourself kind of at ease in the middle of a storm. So you're not only above the water on a ship that you're not a fan of, but it's a clear night in uncertain, unfamiliar waters, unfamiliar situation, and you just have like this kind of nervous, anxious feeling. It's not too bad, but
Makes me want to punch something.
yeah, I could see that. Sure. But yeah, either way, just kind of up there, and you do hear kind of off into the distance. You're heading northwest, kind of, probably more west than north, but you know what I mean. And like off to the direct north, there might be like some storm clouds forming up, but you get a little excited about that. But there's nothing too heavy, and over time, it's doesn't seem to be getting louder, but it's still there, and it's just like the cold, just frigid, cold, salty air, and it's not a whole lot going on. And I would say probably it's maybe a couple hours, and another glass blade comes up, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going up here? Anything worth checking out? Anything worth mentioning?"
If there was, you'd know about it already.
Ah, well, yeah, I'll take it from here. My shift was the one that you were supposed to be covering, but I can't sleep anyways. I'm not a fan of boats either, but I need the money. Can't really sleep well on these things.
I'm gonna flip him 2 gold pieces and tell him I prefer it up here anyway. It's fine. He can go back downstairs.
You mind if I just sit anyways?
Do you mind going to the other side?
Yeah, sure. And I'd say another hour passes. The storm does seem to get a little bit closer. Thunder's getting a little louder. You can see some lightning strikes. Water's kind of picking up a little bit.
At this point, I think he'd probably be like leaning over, like kind of like resting on the edge, just staring off into the distance where that storm is.
Okay. And then it gets to about the last hour. That was 3, right? Yeah. So about the last hour of your watch, going 4-hour shifts. And by now the storm's getting maybe not violent, but it's getting even more close. There's lightning strikes that are a lot more visible, a lot bigger looking. The thunder's a lot louder, and kind of all of a sudden onto the front side of the ship, there's just a large lightning bolt that strikes down on it, and it almost like it kind of shakes the boat really like suddenly. And I'd say unless you guys were planning on going to sleep within 4 hours, the rest of you felt that. But Haganar, go ahead and make a perception check for me real quick.
$19.
Total?
Yes. 19 total.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you do notice a little bit of lightning energy manifesting up towards the front of the ship, kind of like
Like it was something
towards-
more than just a lightning bolt that struck.
yeah, kind of up towards the front. I don't know sea terms or ship terms, pirate terms, what that would be, but yeah, up towards the front, up those steps a little bit. And it doesn't I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of a little bit of electric energy. It's not, or lightning energy, I'm sorry. It's not moving or anything like that. It's just kind of crackling, but it's not dispersing. If you guys were awake and felt that, would you have, like, what would your reaction to that be, if anything? Because I know you said you were all kind of hanging out and drinking, and maybe not super heavy because you didn't want to, like you said, you didn't want to overdo it.
I think Proteus would have just been, oh, I hope Haganar's not practicing his spells up there.
I guess he could be. Must be pretty boring up there. But
Right.
sounded a
Guard
little
duty.
bigger, didn't it?
I don't know. You breathe lightning, you would know.
Fair point. The answer's yes, it sounded bigger.
All right. You should go check it out.
The answer is yes. All right, whatever. Fair enough. I love that. That was funny.
All right.
right,
Well, don't let anyone touch my beer.
Sure.
And yeah, I guess he's not gonna be like rushing. Like, I don't think he thinks there's a problem necessarily yet, but I think he is gonna head up.
Okay. And so down in that room that you guys are in, nope, actually there's just one stairway leading up. Just kidding. Okay. So you make your way up the stairs onto the. It's actually a little, or like a room underneath the top deck. It's kind of level with most of the deck on the ship, but then there's the two raised portions, obviously, in the front and the back. So you come out underneath the front sails. Essentially, there's two doors up there, and you just kind of see Haganar looking at the front of the ship. What's your reaction to that? I didn't ask earlier, Haganar. You just see the lightning energy didn't seem to go away, and then I kind of skipped to these guys.
So I definitely think that he would have, mentally, not out loud or anything, said a few words to his Stormlord Cord, and probably kind of try to ask for a sign or some kind of, which of course is, I'm not expecting any kind of answer, but just in terms of flavor, he definitely probably would have said a couple words to his lord, and then kind of probably got closer and not too close, but just try to get a better view of what exactly it might be, or at least make sure nothing's burning or anything like that. Make sure it's not continuously doing damage to the front of the ship or anything.
Sure. Okay. And then, yeah, so Atlas, you walk out as well. So puts you right there. And yeah, so when you keep focusing on this and you say your prayer, it's almost maybe not instantaneous, but pretty quickly after you say your prayer, it actually does manifest into the shape of a humanoid. I don't have a token that I prepared for this, so that one up towards the front, it's that'll do for now.
It'll do.
And it manifests itself into humanoid shape, probably similar just to size and height of your average human male. And it seems to be looking in your direction, Haganar, but is not making any movements or anything like that.
I'm gonna. Haganar's just gonna look at him and say, "Who are you?"
And it doesn't respond to you at all. It just continues to look, and it actually does move a little bit closer to the top of this stairwell over here, and then just stops, and it continues to stare at you.
Gonna look over at Atlas and ask what he makes of this.
And so it's just kind of a humanoid figure.
Yep, it's just about the average size and height of human male.
Mm-hmm. Is it like made of lightning energy, or what's it?
The best you can tell, it's kind of like a silhouette, if that makes sense, but like not shadow, obviously. There's no defining features. There's no eyes, face, eyes, mouth, nose, whatever. It just looks like a bright outline of a human shape. No like armor, clothes, weapons, nothing like that.
Yeah. I think Atlas would probably just respond having, kind of just come up and seeing this going on, being like, I don't know, what is all this? Is he the cause of the explosions? What is all this?
Would I be able to maybe, I don't know, to the best of my ability, I guess, kind of just see if I can tell if it's any kind of hostile or anything? I know it's not necessarily doing anything right now, but like, I guess maybe.
Yeah, roll an insight check for me.
Nope, he's my new friend. He's the third Thunder Buddy. That was a 9 total.
9. Yeah, it's hard to tell, especially without any facial features or anything like that. The best you could try to figure out is its body language, but it seems it's not moving. It's just looking at you almost expectingly. It's the best that you got.
Okay.
And then it slowly starts to make its way down these stairs in your direction. Stops at the bottom, and it's still just staring at you, not even acknowledging Atlas's where he's at or anything.
Not. I think Atlas would probably be pretty focused on this thing, but out of curiosity, is that guy who tried to relieve Haganar of his shift still up here? Like,
Oh yeah.
did he have any like strong what the hell kind of
Probably
feelings
just
about
pulled a
this?
Proteus and fainted.
Yeah. He for the sake of me absolutely forgetting about that in a very quick amount of time. He's looking pretty scared over there. Let's give him a random token. Let's see. Sure, that works.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Kinda back here.
Cowering.
What the hell? What is this? I don't want this guard shift anymore. But I'm not walking near that thing. And he starts beating on the captain's door, actually, right behind him, which is right here.
Right on. And Captain said, "No, I'm sleeping."
Well, that was just
That's
now,
his
yeah,
turn.
What do you guys, maybe. Yeah, it's his turn. No, what are you guys doing in response to this?
I'm gonna look back and try to convince that guard to stop making so much noise first. And then I'm gonna try to talk to my lord again. Talk to the Storm Lord and try to see if I can't get him to give me any kind of answers as to what this thing wants. Any kind of clue, any kind of sign or anything.
Okay. Roll a religion check for me. And kind of while that happens, this figure kind of
11
looks and focuses over toward the guard and seems to stop paying attention to you for just a moment, Haganar. And you can see it kind of starts to take a little bit of a stance and then looks right back at you.
Go ahead.
You don't the connection between you and Cord, your deity, the Stormlord. It's weird. It seems like a stronger connection than you've experienced on your average day-to-day basis, but feels similar to some of the times that maybe he's helped you out in times of need. But you're just confused a little bit.
Okay, so I am going to turn around and tell this guy if he does not stop beating on that door. Well, I guess I should ask that. Did he respond to me at all when I told him to stop making so much noise?
He's like, "No, look at that thing. We got to let the captain know now."
I'm gonna tell him, like, listen, dude, this is my specialty. Go downstairs. Let me handle this. If I need to get the captain, I will break his door down.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. And I was gonna say, but to be fair, there's not much the captain's gonna be able to do in this situation right now anyway. 17 plus, you said persuasion?
Yes.
So 18 total.
Okay. Whatever, man. I just need to get out of here. And he makes a dash for the door behind Atlas. And as that happens, the I'm just gonna say elemental. It's not what it is, but it's just gonna make my brain satisfied because I can say that instead of this lightning energy shaped like a man every time.
Mhm.
Kind of it leaps in a fashion that it's kind of flying rather than walking or anything like that. Takes like, or rather than an actual jump, it like leaps, but as it moves across the ship toward this guard, it's like a quick glide rather than a leap.
Would I be able to, like, as a reaction, try to?
It's gonna hold on one second.
Okay.
What were you gonna do? What were you
So
gonna ask?
I was gonna try to. So I forgot to even mention it in the first place because I was so excited that I actually rolled a good persuasion check for once. But my intention was to, after I told this guy to, like, listen, dude, just chill, it's fine. I was gonna try to walk up to this guy, uh, and see if he's interacts with me at all. Just like right up to him face to face, not in any kind of alarming stance. I don't want to try to, like, make him think that I'm challenging him or anything. Just walk up to him and maybe even put my hand out. Not touch him, but just put my hand out and see how he reacts. But if he's still gonna dash towards that guy anyway, I was gonna say as maybe a reaction, would I be able to try to dash in front of him to try to get between these two and basically still try to do the same thing? Like, just try to get this guy to focus on me and maybe see what, if he can if I can do whatever it needs to be done for him, whatever the hell this thing wants.
Sure. Yeah, roll. Million rolls. We'll do just an initiative check, like not starting an encounter initiative order or anything like that, but just see if you can, I guess, get in between the two of them fast enough.
14.
It's an 18. So you're not quite fast enough to, like, you step in between like where it was and where it's heading, and you do feel like a brief surge of lightning energy, like on the tail end of it swooping past you. And as it gets closer to this, it kind of just like envelops around him and surges really, really bright lightning energy, blue, light, white and blue, whatever.
Can I add another dice roll on top of this dice roll fest?
Yeah, sure.
Can I just try to see if there's anything in terms of like maybe blood hunter knowledge that would let me try to understand what this creature is, and
And what is
maybe
what is it again that blood hunters are? That's another thing I need to research some more because
yeah,
actually
they
January
get
to do some.
they get advantage on checks that are trying to actually I have a few different ones. Recall lore about spells, magic items, eldritch symbols, planes of existence, and inhabitants of those planes, and also advantage on things such as was it Fae, Fiends, and Elementals. Checks related to those creatures.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you trying to just discern what it might be?
Yeah, either just trying to figure out what it is. I don't know if like he's going for like a more history based thing or maybe just like I guess that'd probably be it. He's trying to like remember anything he was taught about just creatures in general to see if he knows anything about what this might be.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Roll a history check at advantage.
That is a 19.
19. Okay. So it is most definitely an air elemental, and for anyone that probably may not care enough that wants to check the air elemental stats, I'm not using the 5th edition air elemental stat block. So
I've altered the stat block. Pray that I don't alter it further.
it is it's an air elemental, and you know that they are primarily wind and lightning, storm manifestations of storm, essentially. And that the portal or opening or whatever to the elemental plane of air is nowhere near here, so it seems really out of place that just a single elemental would be here. It'd probably take, if it actually did get out of the elemental plane of air, it would have had to have traveled quite a way to get here. So it just had to have. Yeah, definitely seems really out of place, especially with your knowledge of the elementals and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it. But so I made a dice roll. It was a die roll, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A strength saving throw for this guard, and he rolled a 2. And,
Sounds about right.
He gets flung up to 20 feet away in a random direction.
D4.
Let's see. It's a 4. So north? Yeah, because I always go northeast. I was just, but so that would be west.
Mm-hmm.
Either way,
So
20 feet
off the boat.
Yes, sir. He's catapulted off of this boat, out of this narrative. And move him back to where that was, and it looks at you and definitely seems pretty aggressive. I'm gonna need initiative rolls.
Right on.
You two.
6.
You definitely hear this.
3.
Oh boy, some good rolls. Let me tell you.
At least it's initiative, I guess. Don't worry, they won't get better.
6 and a 3. And yeah, so Proteus, you're down there, and Atlas has been up there for a few minutes, not super long time, and you hear another crash. And what's your passive perception? I guess I can look that
11.
up. 11. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the boat shakes again, actually a little bit more violently than the first time, and you hear another crash. And what's your immediate reaction off of that? Not fishing for you to go upstairs, but generally, honestly, what do you think Proteus would do? Because I know it can sound like I'm trying to lead you. I promise I'm not.
Probably like a, oh shit, I hope they're alright up there. Right. Back to the music again. Just keep swaying on his viol.
All right.
I'd like to say if there is another crash at all, he would then go up and out.
All right. And yeah, so just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to have you roll initiative just in case, and we'll toss you in there when and if you make your way up there.
23.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Hey, why don't you come on up there?
All right.
Whoops.
Whoops.
So, starting off is this air elemental, looking straight at you, Haganar, and it makes a quick step up lunge type of deal at you, and swings at you twice with its arm-shaped extremities. You don't know if they're arms. They could be fucked up chicken wings. I don't know.
Feet.
I know a thing or two about that.
Was that your foot? First one is a 22 to hit. Probably just barely on you, huh, Haganar?
Just barely misses, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Second one, that's good. 14.
Nope.
All right. So, cool. Yeah. It just like it doesn't like teleport or anything. Obviously, it was only a 5-foot move, but it just like jumps up and it's right in your face and it punches you once and does 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And are you resistant to lightning at all?
No. I is not.
1 point of lightning damage.
Oh, so only 12 points in total.
Yes.
Only.
And after its second attack comes and just like swings wide, the first one kind of knocked you off your balance and your sway back kind of accidentally dodges this second attack. Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, that's gonna kind of do it. It's just standing there in your face and not. Yeah, just kind of eyeing you down if you could see if it had eyes, essentially, type of body language. And next up is you, actually, Haganar.
Yeah, I'm gonna inflict wounds on this mofo.
Okay, which is not actually lightning damage, which I
No,
need to...
no, it's necrotic.
No, I know, but I know with your flavor.
Yeah, Haganar is he's pissed. He's pissed. He feels hurt. Not for the fact that he just got fucked up.
I mean, he
but
did get hurt.
He got very hurt, but he feels hurt.
Feels betrayed.
He was excited, this honestly, he was starting to think that this might have been the Stormlord himself. Especially with that terrible religion check. And the terrible insight check. And the
I
awesome,
had you roll like 7,000 fucking checks.
I was gonna say, and the awesome persuasion check that actually worked against me and caused him to attack. So yeah, inflict wounds. That's not even a roll on me, is it?
I think that's save. No, actually,
No, it is spell attack. Yeah, I knew that. All right.
because it's a touch attack. Yeah.
Oh man, please, this 13.
13. No, you reach out and go to attempt to cast your. Well, you do cast your inflict wounds. I don't know. Hold on. Let's rewind that. You go to attempt to cast your cure wounds, and it just essentially not cure wounds. Holy shit! Get it together. It essentially like fizzles. Not fizzles like lame wise, but maybe you're just so thrown off by this, like you had just said. You're angry. You thought that maybe this could be the Stormlord, and it attacked you, and it hurt.
Bad.
And yeah, so you just weren't able to touch it quite good enough.
Now, this may be a dumb question, but since I missed, does that still eat up a spell slot or no?
Was that a first level spell?
Yeah.
You did cast it. Yes, sir.
Alrighty. I figured so. Like I said, dumb question, but
Are you wanting to remain there in its face? Like it's kind of like,
you think I'm gonna try to risk with an attack of opportunity? Hell no.
I don't know if Haganar is too familiar with attacks of opportunity. I don't know how much 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons he's played.
No. He's just shocked still. He's just shocked that anything that has any kind of thunderous lightning attributes at all, just try to kill him. He might cry.
Maybe. All right. Well, then, if you're going to remain there, that'll do it for you. That's Atlas. You're up next. And yeah, if you saw this exchange, the air elemental swarming up and kind of making a burst of it's like wind and lightning energy type of deal to toss this glass blade off of the ship and then turn around and take a swing at your partner, your buddy Haganar, and punch him right there in the jaw. It's a shocking punch to the jaw.
Did he knock any of my teeth out?
No, all your teeth are still there.
Damn.
You would have loved it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close the gap a little bit and actually just kind of get within 10 feet of this thing, take advantage of the reach on my halberd, and make an attack.
So, like in reference to the map, you want to move down, right, left?
Oh,
I'm not sure, because in a way,
right.
So I didn't know if you were.
Am I within 10 feet already? I don't know. Maybe just over one, so I'm in the middle of both mass, and then I just kind of attack down. So
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So go ahead and if you're making an attack with your halberd then.
Yes.
All right.
That is a 10 total.
10. It almost, as you kind of swing down with your halberd, and a maneuver that you've done so many times, you could probably do it as a reaction while you're sleeping. You don't even think about it. It almost looks like this elemental kind of splits in two and allows your halberd to go through it without actually striking its form, and it crashes down into the grate above you or below you. And Proteus, you'd hear another bang. It's not another explosion, but oh, that's a good point. That grate. No, but yeah, you'd hear it. I was gonna say maybe you'd be able to see what's going on. No, we're not. Nope. It's just there's no grate there. But for the sake of whatever, that's where they're standing, is on that grate area in the middle, right above these tables you're at, and you hear a halberd, or not the halberd, but you hear something thud onto the ceiling above you, and maybe a little bit of a splinter sound. And next up would actually be your turn, top of the round, if you were wanting to react to that at all.
Maybe he start trying to run up onto the deck. I don't know how far he'd make it in a round, but yeah, he'd at least run up.
You would not have to use an action to get out to the top deck, if I did my math correctly. Yeah, no, you'd be able to get out there. So I'll place you kind of up here. And so that's all of your movement.
Okay.
That's all of your movement, but you wouldn't have to sacrifice any sort of action. So you do come up and you see Atlas readjusting himself after, he had just taken a swing. You didn't see the swing. You didn't see him pull the halberd out, but you see him kind of righting his posture, I guess, in a aggressive stance. And then there's just this humanoid-shaped manifestation of lightning energy right in front of Haganar, pretty, not quite nose to nose close, but they're right up in each other's faces, kind of maybe a foot apart.
Okay.
And nothing looks very calm up here. I guess the storm has been getting a little bit worse. It kind of came in pretty quick, out of nowhere almost, and the boat's rocking pretty heavily, and lightning here and there, thunder, and yeah.
Well, I guess we're into it now, boys. And I think he'd pull out his short bow, yeah, because he wouldn't have any idea whether or not it's gonna hurt him. So yeah, he'd pull out a short bow and try to fire a shot off at him.
All right, go ahead. Shoot a bolt at him, or a short bow, so an arrow. I'm sorry.
So I'd rolled a 19 for my initiative. It actually rolled back on a 19, so that's 22.
22
24 to
will
hit.
hit. 24. Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead and roll your damage.
that'd be 8 points of damage.
All right. So as you shoot this, your short bow at it, it kind of like sticks maybe into where like the rib area. It does make purchase and stays there for, like it stuck into a physical form. It doesn't necessarily react as like very aggressively. Like it doesn't hurt it very much, but it did do something.
Okay. Yeah, and that'd be about it. Or I think he'd ask, "How have you been making out?"
And is that after your attack?
Yeah.
Well, you're the first thing to hit this thing.
Would I notice that like Haganar is hurt at all?
Yeah, he probably, he took a pretty good punch to the face. He's got definitely he's bleeding, not profusely, but bleeding pretty good. Looks maybe physically like, oh gosh, I don't know. Like he just took a pretty hard punch to the face. I don't know. He's not obviously cut up or nothing like that, but you've been around him enough to see his postures in different conditions a little bit throughout the few battles you guys have had.
Okay. And could I bonus action use healing word on him?
Yep. Absolutely.
And yeah, he just, well, Haganar, tough it out. I know you could take him down, and just kind of say something like that now. So that'd be 1d4, which is 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 points of health back for you, Haganar.
There you go. That's like half of what you took, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's
Right on.
That's good. That's helpful for sure at low levels.
I don't know. We'll see. Could have been a waste.
That's it for me.
All right. Okay, so next up is going to be the air elemental. And it looks over at you, Proteus, and it, being kind of like what Atlas said, you're the first person to actually hit it. It looks over at you and it launches itself in your direction. That would provide an attack of opportunity for Haganar with your melee weapon if you choose.
Oh yeah, I choose for sure. Pikachu, I choose you. That's a 20, unnatural.
All right. Yeah, that hits for sure. Go ahead and roll your damage.
The 8. There's a 1.
Oh, nice. 1 plus what do you got?
2. So 3.
Okay.
Tree
And yeah, so this thing kind of turns and starts to fly in Proteus' direction, and you do give it a good smacking, a good whacking with your warhammer, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and same thing. It doesn't really seem to violently react to being hit, but you felt your hammer make purchase with a physical form, and so it's going to. Oops.
Sorry, would
Make
Cole
it-
get an opportunity attack as well because he has a reach weapon that would still, it's moving out of his reach.
I mean, it's still within 5 feet. I'm actually not too familiar with the reach weapons, how that works. Because you can still attack when it's 5 foot, right? Or is it only around 10 foot and then it's a disadvantage if it's closer? I don't
No,
know.
yeah, it's both. You can attack within 5 feet just fine, but it just allows you to do up to 10 feet.
Oh, like if you need to type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't say that it would move really out of his range enough to cause an attack of opportunity. Just because it's coming kind of in his direction too, not directly at him.
Mm.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, why not? He could, because he's coming at him. He could get a little baseball swing. So we'll just do it disadvantage, like 'cause it's a sudden thing. If you want to use your reaction for that, it would be just an attack at disadvantage because you're still like righting yourself from that first swing, and you're like, oh shit, he's coming right for me, and like try to just lunge your halberd out there real quick.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to use a different reaction this turn, so I don't think I'm going to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And this thing, it has 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
I could just tell you what my game plan is now. If it's going to attack, actually, I'll wait. I'll wait to see if it actually, does try to punch anyone.
So interestingly enough, it doesn't seem to actually attack. Is maybe you get the feeling it was trying to intimidate you back toward the door. Gets in your face and kind of just like the equivalent of like the, and then just stands there, kind of like not so much looking at any one of you direct, like in particular. It's just like more of an open stance, kind of, now that it's I guess more, I don't know, not directly just next to one person. There's 2 of you, and then Haganar's over there, but he definitely is still kind of close to you and looking at you, but like his stance is a little more open, not so much to be able to get attacked from behind, I guess. And it's just going to remain there. It's not going to do anything physical on this turn. So then that would take it to you, Haganar.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up right behind him.
Okay.
And inflict wounds again. No. Maybe.
Who wants that 3d10?
Yeah, but I'm thinking I might go a different route. So instead of that, so Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube. Okay, I'm reading it as I was asking, so that answered it. So, is that cannon actually a cannon, or is it just?
Those are cannons.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was actually on there. So I wouldn't be able to move anywhere in this space, would I? Without the cannon being so like.
No, like you're trying to say, stand in the space that cannon is right next to you.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Maybe it just probably wouldn't be the most comfortable standing, I guess, position. I don't know. Nothing's really actually stopping you. It's just there's a cannon there, and it probably, I don't know, wouldn't be very comfortable, I guess. But you do what you want, man.
No, it wouldn't work out anyway. Not for what I want to do. Anyway, yeah, inflict wounds it is. I was gonna thunder wave, but I was gonna try to get into a position where I wouldn't hit anybody else, but it's not. It's not gonna be doable without like jumping off the boat. So I should have just did the fucking thunder wave.
Oh, and so it's a touch attack, right? For inflict wounds, that would be advantage because I would consider it to be flanked, and it's not immune to the flanked condition.
Hey,
What do you
that's
got?
a 19 total.
All right, yeah, that'll hit.
Fuck that gold die. I'm going with the purple.
Hell yeah.
So 3d10. I'm excited. Okay. That's a 7. And that's a 1. And that's a 10. I was like, dude, how do I roll a 0 on a d10? Like, that's my luck. Oh, wait. That's not a 0. So, 18?
18 points of necrotic damage, right?
Yep.
All right, that's a good hit. Do that. Yeah, so you see it get in Proteus' face, and you're just kind of like, no, this is my fight. Like, what? This is my, this is my element or whatever. So you move up and you kind of reach out and put your hand on its shoulder and release what normally looks like lightning energy, and it does crackle a little bit around your hands, but when it actually surges into this elemental, it's actually a very dark energy. The necrotic damage is actually, seeping through, not seeping, like surging through this elemental, and it almost looks like little crackles of lightning, but it's like a dark, like a black almost, that surges through it briefly, and it definitely reacts very heavily to that pain. Yeah, and if there's nothing else on your turn, that'll be or nothing else you want to do on your turn, that'll be Atlas next.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Oh, shit. I almost fell backwards.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go swinging. If it's
Okay.
on me, then.
Yep, and I do my flanking rules kind of weird, just because I would like to think that if I'm fighting 3 people, and even if the 3 of them are in front of me, it's not going to be easy to block one without worrying about the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think of that in a sense of how I would be in a combat scenario, which thankfully I don't have to deal with fighting air elementals in real life. Not often, at least.
Not often.
Only on the weekends.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, a lot of people disagree with me, but I try to think of it as, man, if I got 3 people in my face and one hits me at a time, yeah, I'm not going to be just solely like, okay, I'm going to block this guy and not worry about the other 2 at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got advantage on that attack. That's a long way, me over-explaining and everything like I do.
I'm sure I'll need it.
I'm right there with you, dude.
13.
13.
Yeah, that was a 2.
Unfortunately.
That was a 2 and then an 8.
Wow.
I think that's the exact same thing that I rolled. I think I might have rolled a 3 and an 8, or 2, one of the 2.
Atlas just looks like a very angry man at the arcade playing whack-a-mole.
So is that all you were wanting to do, was your attacks on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I was wanting to do.
At this point, the captain's door swings open, and you see him in like some long pajamas, right? You see Captain Owen in some long pajamas, like red pajamas, that kind with the butt flap. You don't see any butt flap because he's obviously facing out the door, but those types of pajamas. And he's still got his hat on though, and it's like blowing in the wind. He's just like, "What the hell's going on out here? Someone was banging on the door and there's explosions. Where did this weather come from? Who's on guard?" And he's just kind of hollering.
Shut the fuck up.
And next up, so it'd be top of the order. That's Proteus. And yeah, you see Haganar actually surge this darker looking lightning energy through this air elemental, and Atlas. Did I say Atlas? I meant Haganar if I said Atlas.
No, I didn't say Haganar.
Okay, and Atlas is continuously,
Yeah.
either way, missing this elemental and just getting more and more frustrated at each swing. It again almost looks like this thing's like forming around the blade, and it's just the craziest thing. I don't know that Proteus has ever seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I think he would still want to continue attacking it, and just I probably yell back to the captain first. Just, it's the chicken man fighting it. That's what we're doing. We're fighting this thing, and then pull out his dagger and then try to stab it.
All right, let's see it, or let's hear it, or something. I heard it.
Ooh. Ooh. That would be an 11.
Would Proteus have advantage too?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
you would have
advantage as well.
Okay. Ooh. Be a
Damn.
14.
What was that?
14.
14. Oh, just missed. This one, he wasn't quite expecting it, and maybe just kind of like just barely kind of got the side of it, like it's rib area where you were aiming for the same area where you had shot it with the short bow, and it just skimmed it because you're kind of like, oh, it's in my face now. Why didn't it hit me? What's going on? And yeah, my brain started doing something. Sorry, it like went somewhere else. I don't know why I'm so anxious for you guys.
I know why.
Bonus action. I'm gonna yell, Atlas, come on, you could do this. Just take his fucking head off or something. And that'll be my bardic inspiration for you.
Don't say that. Then he's gonna swing and miss and chop my head off.
Or mine, but fuck it, kill it.
All right.
That's a D6, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
And so this thing is going to, again, it's going to turn and look at the captain, but then see Haganar and make 2 attacks at you, Haganar.
I am going to use my reaction.
Okay.
If that is all right. This may just completely not work, but I am going to... I'll still use it up if it doesn't work, but I'll just throw it out right away. If the creature is immune to blindness, this will not work.
It is not.
It is not. Okay. So, I'm going to use my reaction to use my Blood Curse of the Eyeless, and I am also going to amplify it. So, Blood Curse of the Eyeless. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to roll 1 Hemocraft die, which at my current level is a D4, and subtract the number rolled from the creature's attack roll. You can choose the... Well, I already declared it, so the rest of that doesn't matter. But, yeah, Amplify. You can invoke a Blood Curse a number of times per short rest. You choose to amplify the curse, losing 1d4 hit die against yourself. So I'll take a d4 of damage, but because of this, that effect will apply to all the attacks made until the end of the turn. So both of his attacks will lose a d4 on the attack roll.
Okay.
That's cool.
I will take my damage first. I take 2 points of damage.
All right. And go ahead and roll your d4 for the first attack. It's going to be a 15 to hit. I mean, it's probably going to miss anyway, but
Yeah.
Minus whatever you roll.
-4.
So yeah, it's that's a good roll. Sucks that he was already gonna miss, but
yeah.
Hey. And
also, I kind of forgot how high Hagnar's AC was. I was just like, oh man, he already got beat up. Anyway,
he did get hit pretty good though.
Yeah.
So like I think that's a fair reaction to be like, oh shit.
Also, I imagine like for visual of it, I think kind of Atlas like just uses kind of his claws to pierce into like his own palm and like throw the blood into the creature's eyes.
I was gonna ask about that after I rolled the attack. I figured you were gonna come up with something pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the second one is a 18, 10 plus 8.
And it is another -4.
I was so hoping you were not going to say a 1 because if it was a 1, it still would have hit.
All right. And yeah, so you do this and kind of like fling the blood at this creature, and although it doesn't have any eyes, and I keep reading conditioned immunities like 5 times, expecting that I skipped over something, but it's not immune to blindness. So yeah, you fling the blood at this eyes, and the blood actually kind of glows a little bit, a color that matches your scales, kind of as it is flying at it, and it hits this, and it just like shakes it enough, and it kind of like shakes its head as it's swinging, and Haganar is able to dodge the first attack and kind of like swat it away with your shield for the second attack. And next up is going to be you, Haganar. You do notice that after that, your shield is kind of glowing a little bit. The carved emblem of Cord on your shield is a little bit glowy. You don't feel any sort of like surge of energy or anything like that. It's just something cool, I guess. Or maybe not. You guys might think it's lame, but it could be fucking I'm just kidding. Not fucking
No, man, it's real cool.
You don't chew big rub. If you don't think my Stormlord emblem's cool, then fuck you.
All right. I'm gonna. Yep, you guessed it. Inflict wounds
Inflict
again.
wounds.
This guy pissed me off. Let me tell you.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't fucking stop. First one is. Fuck, I lost it. 16. And the second one is a 9.
So 16 hits. Go ahead and roll your necrotic fake lightning damage.
Hey now.
Well, it's not real lightning.
Yeah, but you don't gotta call me out like that, dude.
Real fake lightning.
It's just the flavor, okay?
It's flavor.
Okay, so the first one's a 3. And a 4. And a 3.
10.
10.
Max damage on one of them.
A third of. Oh, fuck. I rolled D8s.
That'll do it.
Those are D8s. You butthole. I'm like, how do I know that you rolled D8? All right, I believe you. I believe you. Man, when we all get together eventually and play an in-person session whenever we can, whenever we're going to be allowed to, our rolls are just going to suck. I feel like we all just tell each other man, I swear I rolled 3 10s on that 3d10. I can't make this up.
So that one's a 9.
Okay.
Already of almost the amount that I rolled the first time. That's a 3. And that's a 1. So still not even like
That's 13 though.
Yeah.
I'll take that over 10, but you know, when you jump the die up another 6 points and only get 3 more points of damage.
That's more than I could do with anything in all of Proteus's arsenal.
More juice.
I could attack twice with some weapons and do max damage and not hit that.
Proteus has his own strength, so that Haganar will never be able to even come close either.
Yeah.
Like talking to people. That's actually a lot more important than people think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so this time, I'd say, he's kind of turned towards you because he just took a couple swings at you. And maybe you reach out with both hands because you're just, again, you said you're pissed. You reach out and you just kind of like grab both sides of its shoulder, and it's just even though it's less damage, but flavor-wise, you're more pissed. There's more like it surges further through its form. It takes over a lot more of its form than the first time because you got both hands touching it. And again, it just kind of like you feel you see it react, and it almost some of the gives off actually a little bit of a facial feature in a sense of like you see it almost as if it was like coming out of its mouth a little bit of black lightning energy, the necrotic damage there, and that's it for you. Any bonus action? Any movement? Any?
Cure wounds is not a bonus action, is it?
Nope.
Oh wait, I probably can't even. Can I even use that on myself?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's got touch myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't think I have any kind of bonus actions that I can use aside from movement, but
All right.
isn't a bonus action. But yeah, you know what I mean.
To the bottom of this round, to the bottom of turn number 4. Atlas Wildstorm.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
You know what he's gonna try to do.
Your last name is Wildstorm.
Yeah.
Well, kill this fucking Wildstorm in front of us, damn it!
I'll think about it. So when do I need to declare the bardic inspiration?
After your roll, but before you know the result.
Okay. Before I know whether it hits or not.
Mhm.
Even though we know if it's going to hit or not now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell the
Shh,
DM.
don't tell the DM. Anyway, I'm rolling. Oh, I'm rolling.
Hold on, I'll plug my ears, guys.
I have some feeling that it might just be alright. That's a 20 unnatural to hit.
No, you
Might
missed. You
hit.
might as well
Oh
use it.
man, should have used the bardic.
Yeah, so that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage on your halberd.
Where is it? No.
Where is she?
Where are the drugs going?
I'm sorry, but that sounded just like fucking. That was a Batman thing, right? That's what you were doing. Sounded just like it. Where is she?
That's 10 points of slashing damage.
All right. Cool. And so this time it did try to, escape your attacks again like you did before. It like tried to, maybe this time you swung horizontally and it tried to split before the blade made it, and you got about halfway through, and then you did end up making a little bit of purchase with it. You felt the halberd kind of stop, and the form shook a little bit. It got shook. No,
Gosh.
and
I'm sure.
and yeah, you feel it, and it reacts again, but not super heavily. Like it might be potentially resistant to your weapon attack.
Might be.
Okay. And the captain is going to be like, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my scimitar. Just try to hold it off until I come back.
Yeah, you got it.
Next up is going to be Proteus.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck it.
I'm gonna say fuck it.
So if I cast Friends on him, how do you think that would go at this?
I think I got a chance.
So
Just after
Friends
all
has
of
always
that.
been confusing to me, to be honest.
yeah.
'Cause I don't have any, so
What are those?
no one likes me, so I don't have friends. I just don't I don't like that spell.
What are
I look at-
those?
Yeah, I was
I
actually
look
going to
at-
try to, because again, yeah, it's always been a little confusing to me between like that and Charm Person and like Dominate Creature or whatever. They're confusing to me. I might just be dumb.
All right. Well, so I have a dagger in my hand. Can I pull out the other dagger and start stabbing?
So I just started
stabbing.
Yeah, absolutely. If you, I was actually going to look up Friends to see what it does. If you,
Oh no, I
really
was completely kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah. No, I'm just gonna fucking start stabbing.
All right.
So do I still have advantage?
Yeah. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
no one has moved, I don't think, right? Nope.
Cool.
You're good, yeah.
So I'm gonna pull out the second dagger and just start stabbing with both. Use the offhand as well.
Okay.
First one is a 18,
18 does hit.
and then the second one would be a 14. So
14 just misses, yeah. And yeah, so you're just kind of not frenzying, but just like a little flurry of stabs there. You're just like, gotta figure it. Maybe not like that, Dean. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Not. I brought it on
Yeah,
myself, I guess.
As a party, she's just sitting there like this, right?
just stabbing.
Whoa.
So yeah,
God damn
Does
it.
this one a little bit for a second, then comes back to this one.
Oh my.
All right, I'm a head out.
I'm ahead out, yeah. Oh look, it's about that time. I'm
So-
gonna head out.
Brody does this weird
stab
thing
at
whenever
it.
he starts stabbing, his tongue hangs out and he just kind of
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, he's trying to see.
You stab in it, and it kind of like juts, and you're just like, oh, and you go to stab again, and it just like kind of makes like whoop whoop, like as you go to
Did you make that noise?
yeah, but it would be maybe not a whoop whoop. It would be more maybe add some lightning in there. Do you do audio editing too, Cole? Just like make it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
I'll
yeah, go
just
ahead
deep
and
fry
roll your
it. I'll
damage.
just make it
All right.
really loud.
It was 4 total on the damage.
4. Alrighty. That's gonna bring it to what did I just do? Where's my mouse? There it is. Where's my encounter builder?
Where
running
am
thing? There
I?
we go. All right. So it is now the air elemental's turn, and it's going to basically just like drop its hostile posture and attempt to, in the direction that it actually flung the glass blade at the beginning of the encounter, just like jump back and try to like fly out of sight, not out of sight, but off of the ship. And which, if all three of you want to, you can, not all three have to, but each get a attack of opportunity if you want, because this is a new round, so your reaction is back, Atlas.
Yeah.
So everyone gets an opportunity attack if you want, and this thing's going to try to fly backward.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's a miss for both of them. It's still at advantage, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I missed
oh
anyway.
okay. okay.
Sick.
I rolled,
You gotta be kidding me.
I rolled a 2 and a 20. Or 2 and a 7, I'm sorry.
Even if I use the bark inspiration, I don't think there's a way I can get it, so I'm just not. I rolled a 7 and a 4.
What's your modifier? Or your
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Now you're thinking.
We don't know the result yet.
We don't know the
that's
result.
true.
I got a net 20, by the way. I'm fucking amped.
I figured you did. I was wondering.
Oh, we have advantage. Great. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Okay, actually, okay. Yeah, I'll use the bardic inspiration. See if we can get anywhere. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 just
Does.
hits.
I got, so it was a 7 plus 5 is my modifier, and then plus 3 on the inspo. So we just got
Party is
him.
coming through.
My words of
Chop his fucking head off. Reminded him of his one true passion in life.
Chopping people's fucking heads off.
and then eating them.
And then he
I don't know if you're gonna be able to eat this one.
not
Does
just
he have any teeth? No, I'm just kidding.
So, Haganar, that was a miss for you, right? What was your
Fuck
total?
yeah.
7.
11 was my highest.
Okay. And then a natural 20 for Proteus and a hit for Atlas. So go ahead and roll your damage, guys.
That's 12 points of damage for me.
Even with the extra sauce from the fucking dagger, that's 8 damage for me.
All right.
Well, it is only a dagger. You can
Well,
only...
it's 1d4 plus 3, and I rolled a fucking 1.
Oh wow.
It do be like that sometimes. I rolled
It do.
I
It
rolled
do
I
be
rolled
like
an
that.
I rolled a 9 and I have +3, so
Nice.
Sucked the wind right out of my sail.
Hey, you want to know how much damage I did?
0.
Is 0.
Yeah, so this thing tries to lunge backwards away from you guys, and Atlas makes a well-aimed dagger strike at it, and it actually kind of... Not Atlas, I'm sorry, Proteus. Thank you for the head cock, because I wouldn't have caught that. I was like, why did he just look at me like that? I just said Atlas again, didn't I?
he's your spirit animal. You can't help it.
The spirit dragon.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Proteus lunges a well-placed dagger shot right in what a human's kidney where it would be, maybe. And then it was kind of not stopped it, but slowed it down just enough that Atlas was able to get a last-second strike against it. And both of you combined to do, okay damage onto it. And it is basically fleeing.
Fuck.
And as it's fleeing, do any of you have anything that you can use at a range of
I have the short bow.
like 80 feet?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's basically retreating at this point. If you want to continue to attack, it's within that range then.
80
Otherwise
feet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have my hand crossbow.
Okay. And this one, I'm not gonna. You guys can all make an attack because it's essentially just trying to. It's not attacking at you guys. So there's. I'm not gonna have you do turns if any of you want to do anything.
Haganar, grab the cannon.
I think I might just miss 14.
14, yeah, it just misses.
That's an 18 for me.
Oh, okay. That's your short bow, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. You're just like, no, not after that. You can't leave on that note. Get back here. It's like
7 points of damage.
7. All right. All right. And then so if we were continuing with the initiative, when it would come back around to its turn, it's just going to dash off further in that direction until it's out of sight. And then there's just, a few more strikes of lightning, and it's almost instantaneous. The winds start to die down a little bit. The thunder noise isn't quite as loud anymore. You see fewer and fewer as the seconds go by, strikes of lightning in the sea. And there is one large strike actually right kind of in the middle of the three of you. Doesn't do any damage. Definitely just kind of scares the shit out of you guys, I'm assuming.
I'm going to chase it.
Yeah, things slowly start to calm down. Not like at the drop of a hat everything's calm again, but there is, that gradual process of it slowing down. And Haganar, you kind of feel like a warmth maybe emanating from like your shield, but it's like kind of how you were excited that might be the Stormlord. It's almost like oh gosh, what is it? I can't think of the word. Validation to your feelings. Like you feel like that again. You kind of feel like warm and close to the Stormlord again. And I can't think of the words right now, but I know what the hell I'm saying. That doesn't do shit for you guys. Yeah, anyways, the the storm is slowly dying down, and the captain runs out, still in his pajamas, and he's like still holding his hat because it was a lot windier the last time he came out. And he's got a scimitar, and he's like, "What? Where'd it go? What happened?
We got rid of it for.
What the hell was that thing?
An air elemental.
What he said.
All the way out here.
I
What?
know. My thoughts exactly.
That's strange. We're nowhere near Zephyra. Which that's where the what you call it, the Ashari druids. There's a tribe for each element, for the elemental planes, and Zephyra is the hometown area of the air Ashari that guard the air elemental portal.
So
Yeah, we're nowhere near Zephyra. It doesn't make any sense. The storm came out of nowhere. Well, I guess I'm going back to sleep. We'll talk about this in the morning. There's been strange things going on since I met you folk. Giant chickens and storms out of nowhere.
Yes, I need to meet this giant chicken fella.
I guess he wouldn't have known that it was you. So yeah, I'm not sure. We'll talk about this in the morning. Everyone should get some rest. Wake up two guards for next shift. And he's looking at you, Haganar. So he kind of retires warily into his room, shuts the door slowly, like, all right. So yeah, you guys are up here on the top deck. Yeah. What are you doing? So still in the process of calming down. Like there's not really any thunder or lightning at this point. The wind's not 100% died down yet, but it's over time getting there. Because like I said, when you started your shift, Haganar, it was a pretty clear night.
Yeah.
Why was his head still attached?
the
That's a good question.
elementals.
Yes. You were supposed to chop it right the fuck off.
Well, it's still out there. There's still a chance to chop its fucking head off.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, that
I almost-
sucked.
I really wish I would have used a cantrip the first go around, because I was sitting there looking. I was getting ready to say, "Oh yeah, I have guiding bolt. That's 120 feet. I can definitely." Oh, wait, I don't have any spell slots.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure per the captain's guidance, he said that you're not allowed to sleep for the remainder of these 9 days, Haganar, just you.
Yeah, well, I'm
That's
pretty
nice.
sure
'Cause clerics regen at dawn anyway, so.
Oh, that's right. Damn. You got me.
I was gonna say, well, that's okay, because I'll just take my Thunder Buddies halberd in there and chop the fucking captain's head off. No, better yet, I'll
Mutiny.
smash in his face while he's sleeping, so I can get some teeth out of it too.
You could still
but-
extract. Never mind.
I don't like to work at it. I'm not gonna cut the guy's head off and then like try to pull his teeth out. It's just,
Don't happen on my hits. I don't want to do it.
yeah.
No, I got you.
I'm a lazy tooth fetish guy.
So is this what you guys do all the time? Is this you're always fighting, working for money, getting your asses kicked? This is it.
Now listen here.
I came out of a fight looking better
Always.
than you.
I was waiting. You said, now listen here. And
Yeah,
I was the
I was
only one.
listening up.
I'm the only one that got attacked. What do you expect? He didn't even try to attack you.
He was
you
so
wanna go?
afraid of me.
You want to go?
He was so afraid of me when he jumped in front of me. He stopped fighting.
Do you want to go? We can settle this right now.
I have nothing to prove.
Sounds like you have a whole lot to prove.
Why is it with bigger guys like yourselves? You always want to just jump to a fight.
Mister, I came out of that fight better than you.
I
Those are
did.
fighting words.
You punched me earlier. I'm still standing.
You were a drunk, deformed chicken. You know what? I'm just gonna go before this turns ugly, and then I'm gonna turn around, walk downstairs, and wake up the next two guards for their watch or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just
And-
turn to Alice and say, he didn't take that well, did he?
You sure do like to push people's buttons, don't you, kid?
It's just busting their balls, as you guys say, right?
Yeah, you're right. That is what we say.
Um,
Some of us are just a little shorter tempered than others.
I understand.
yeah, Haganar's had a rough day.
Yeah,
had to
to talk to people.
Yeah,
But
it's mentally taxing.
so yeah, you go down there and wake up a few people. After a few, it's like, no, it's not. I'm not next, and they just like, it's him over there. It's like, oh, it's the Elven lad, or it's you go through a few people before a couple actually wake up.
By the time I
And,
get to the ones that are actually getting ready to wake up, I just yank them out of bed like, go do it now. I'm fucking tired of this shit.
disoriented. It's like, oh, yeah. Anything I need to know about? What's going on? What? Any?
Absolutely
happen?
nothing. Cloudless, starry night, beautiful. Not a single thing. Have fun.
Okay. Yeah, and somehow these guys are just these guards are just very heavy sleepers.
If they're dwarves, I can believe that. They probably have sleep
maybe
apnea,
an elf
snore
or a
real
dwarf.
loud.
But yeah. So then you guys up there at the top deck, you do, unless you guys went down there shortly after him.
Fall pretty
Yeah, I'd
immediately after.
imagine.
Okay. And yeah, so guards have been switched, and you guys probably retire to your room for the night. And you get back there, and you notice that Mara is not there anymore. But the rest of the cots are empty. Her equipment, like her maybe her backpack or whatever, it's still by the cot. Doesn't seem like there was any sort of like struggle in there. Obviously nothing happened in there that looked like shoved stuff around or anything like that.
She must be stealing your food, Atlas.
Hey, the food's free.
That's fair.
Um,
But you ate it all, so
Oh, I'll eat plenty more too.
good.
But yeah, if nothing else, you guys head to bed for the night then?
Mhm.
Is there anything you do before you go to sleep?
Before I go to sleep, I'm definitely what's it called? Invoking? Is that the term to your deity or whatever?
What's following that?
I don't really know what that entails, honestly. I only
You
know
can invoke powers of the Stormlord, essentially, is what you as a cleric of the Stormlord would do
well
when you
then
cast your spells.
I suppose I'm just gonna pray again, talk, try to have a conversation, probably mostly with myself, obviously, but
Roll a religion check for me at advantage.
15 and a 17.
Okay.
Shit.
Are those with modifiers or is that
I don't.
dice?
Yeah, I have +0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you kind of pray and try to do what you can, best you can to, I guess, commune with your deity, with the Stormlord, with Cord, and you get like a sense of something, maybe proud of you or something, like.
Hang on, you. My shit froze for a second. What did you? It cut out when you said you. But as soon as you started to explain what was going on, it kind of like froze. I think it was on my end though, so I didn't hear what you
Okay.
said.
Yeah. So you kind of pray to the Stormlord, and you get a feeling of like, kind of takes you back to when you were a kid and before you had been cast out from your tribe. And like your dad or like one of the older orcs of the tribe were like proud of something that you did. It's kind of the feeling that you get from like a a sourceless entity. But then after that, you kind of lay down, and it takes a minute or it takes a while. You don't fall asleep instantly. You're still kind of having everything rush through your head for that, through because of that encounter and everything like that. But you do eventually drift off to sleep, and it's just you dream the entire time of just a rolling storm, and it's not a violent storm, but it's just like thunder and lightning and clouds and all that. And we're gonna end the session there because I took way too long to do what I wanted to do. I still think it was fun, and
was
I hope
fun.
you guys enjoyed it too.
I definitely had fun.
Mhm.
Got to explore some of Haganar's social skills.
I like to try to tie things into my characters a little bit, and this adventure's not very long, so I try to get them in when I can, and saw that as an appropriate thing for Haganar. And you just wait until the rest of you get it.
You'll all get it.
But yeah, anyways, thank you to you three for sitting there and listening to me babble on and sometimes get backed into a corner and freak out and not know exactly what the hell I'm doing. But
That's a DM land.
Still, trying to keep things going. I appreciate you bearing with me. I really appreciate everyone watching that has watched, continues to watch, new to watching, doesn't matter. We all appreciate it very much. And
Absolutely.
special shout out to Katie again. We I tried to do the best I could for Mara. And if you're watching, thank you also. And yeah, can't wait to see where everything goes for everybody in the future. In both campaigns and everything is going to be fun. Having Katie back here and there for one shots, and you guys here seeing if Proteus is going to turn into a popsicle or not. Yeah,
The great
I think that's it
mysteries.
for me. So again, if you like what we got, even if you don't, like Brian had mentioned in the last Avernus campaign or session, comment, give us criticism on, hey, maybe you could have done this better, maybe whatever. Let us hear from you, and like, subscribe, hell, smash that bell.
Yeah.
And just keep enjoying, or hopefully keep enjoying our stories that we get to tell every week. And because I know I sure love telling them, even when I'm having anxiety attack. But until then, till next time, stay dapper, right?
That's right.
That's right.